Eye and Snapjaw.
It calls out all of them.
So yeah, like, if you bring all 4 of them, you could also bring the Underchief Meyer. I think I bet he's in this. Because isn't Meyer a lesser? I think he is.
Maybe, I think so. Or isn't it Meyer and Brian or something?
No, Meyer is just a guy. He doesn't come with anything.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm not mistaken, I think he is. Yeah, Meyer is also a lesser. He's just not one of the ones that like. He's not like the other ones.
He's not
that
bonded
like,
with the specific one. Gotcha. You can pick out his group.
Although it's one of those weird things.
No, you're good. We're still getting set up, but hang tight while we put everything out on the table.
It's like one of those weird things I saw that I didn't even think about because you always got them where they're like, well, this is me, this is my war beast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Helga can't do it, and I don't think Brun can either. But Wrong Eye, he can take other war beasts as well.
Oh, okay. It's just he has to bring them.
He comes with Snapjaw, but you can also give him other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with, I'm pretty sure, Lorsch can do it as well. So he can bring other dudes with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, that's neat.
Good to know, keeping that in mind.
Because it was one of those things, like I said, I saw a list where somebody had like Wrong Eye with a Bull Snapper as well as Snapjaw. I'm like, wait, can he do that? Mm-hmm. And I looked at this card, I'm like, oh wow, you can.
He doesn't have that specific phrase or word that prohibits it. So
yeah, so that's an interesting thing. If you were to like play a list where you could bring one of them, you could like if I was playing my Scorn, bring Snapjaw, and I could also throw in another minion's war beast if it was something that could be useful to the army. Because I mean,
specifically, if you'd be looking for Animai at that point.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like something that could be helpful. Because Wrong Eye Snapjaw, the big thing that he brings is outside of faction. Yes, sir. Everything is what it is, minus that.
I think I will ambush.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason I was pausing and thinking.
Gotcha.
Whether I deploy them and then just have them as a melee screen, but I'll ambush them. I need to make sure I have my list of what else I put out here on the board. Sneaky Shadows.
But yeah, given that most Animai are a friendly faction, so if you're bringing it in Scorn, it's not necessarily going to do as much for you.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the biggest kind of concern that I have with a lot of Retribution buffs is most of them tend to be friendly faction, which feels...
I mean, in general, most of them are nowadays.
Almost as a soft punishment for...
Yeah. So, if that's the case, though, you're looking for things that are more of debuffs.
Yeah.
So
technically it's friendly. It's just friendlies, not friendly faction.
Right. Because, for instance, again, Wrong Eye Snapjaw, one of the big things you're bringing them for is, well, yes, he's a good heavy. He also has Starcrossed.
Mm.
Well, you know what? That Starcrossed, again, that's a debuff.
Debuffs the enemy.
And that's a really good debuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same proxy as last time. I didn't get around to putting the other unit together, so... And I won't lose that one green guy that's painted.
Yeah, we're all just looking around I don't know. I see 9. I don't know, man.
It's just camouflaged. The green was working for him, working against me for that one. All right, so actually, let me go ahead and separate the advanced deploy and the deploy because these guys are all going to be deploying after you anyhow. Because these guys will not.
I see why you brought him. The Bull Snapper has spiny growth.
Ah,
so you have your lesser there with spiny growth on him.
Mm-hmm. That's much harder to remove.
Yeah, that's why you brought him.
Got it. Right, Mage Hunter Assassins. We'll have Narn. And what that's 4, 6, 8. And there's the last 2, 4, 10. Okay, so let's counter model, shall we? Eiryss and Infiltrators, 2 units of Mage Hunter Strike Force, 2 mechanics, 2 Archons. Narn is out there. Mage and Assassins are out there. Thyron is over here with Sylys. Okay. Cool. I think we're covered. Oh no, I need my heavy. That's kind of important. Banshee. Okay. And I've got my 8 models to deploy, and then you'll be good for your regular deployment. I should put this back.
I got together with up in Firefly with Jamie Emery on Saturday, and we played a game of
Oh yeah?
Marvel Crisis Protocol. Because I was like, I'm kind of curious. I'll check this game out. And I used I had my Ghost Rider because I was like, well, if I'm gonna play it, like put together whatever else you wanted to bring me up to the number of guys I can have.
Yeah.
Counting Ghost Rider because I want him in the list.
Because you got him to paint him, but may as well use him.
I was like, yeah, because he's Ghost Rider and he's one of my favorites.
It's 6 inches normally, right?
Deployment?
Yeah.
Deployment's 7.
7 inches.
If you're going first, it's 7. Unless they've changed something, which I don't know about.
I don't know if I handicapped myself last time. I mean, it's only 1 inch, but...
I mean, that's not a huge thing, especially when you're as fast as your list is.
And if you are going first, you tend to be running, but...
Right. But it can be a problem.
It could be very much so like, I was just a hair out kind of situation, but usually depending on how far you chose to run, plays more of an impact than the extra inch. So let's see. I don't know where your stuff's going to be, but where does Thyron want to be?
Honestly, what an interesting game to learn in. Like, if I was gonna
learn,
do you have a lot of Pathfinder? Oh, I guess we should probably choose objectives first. Right?
Oh yeah.
I think I technically have Onslaught, so I could give Pathfinder out. So I'll do that. I think I go.
Or just don't, as long as your character doesn't, the model that has it doesn't die.
Do you have any?
That's fine. So, like, say a model picks it up.
Do you have a lot of knockdown nonsense? Because I know that was one of the new objective things, right?
I don't even know what the new objectives are.
I know one of the new ones is like you can during your maintenance phase you can cause a model to stand up and you get it steady while the objective is still around. So for that round, so like on your turn.
Yeah, I have seen none of that. I just didn't read through any of it. Yeah, so I don't know what any of those are.
That's the only one that I think is really new. There might be another one, but it's not as interesting from what I recall. But I don't know. Otherwise, all the other ones.
Looks like they have added them in though, because I see wreckage and cargo nets.
Cargo nets is this standard.
I know dugout, fuel cache, observatory, and armory.
What's the wreckage or whatever that is?
Wreckage is during your control phase, choose one friendly model within 4 inches of this model. That model gains concealment.
Oh, okay.
For 1 round. So observatory is probably the same.
Do you have a lot of guns?
I have the Mist Hunters. I have 2 Roadhogs. They have the flamethrowers. And that's the gun shields that the Valkyries have.
And do you have any
scythe.
Annoying ways to knock me down, potentially?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't think.
Other than the meat thresher doing the meat thresher things.
Yeah, doing the meat thresher thing. Yeah.
I think I will do the concealment one then. Because I was thinking I could take the steady one just to make sure that my heavy and or my caster don't get knocked down. But otherwise, concealment just makes my caster really obnoxious.
The model is knocked down, it stands up.
The biggest thing is that it gains steady while the objective is still around.
Is this one of the new scenarios, or is this?
This is a normal one. I don't know if the app I use uses the new scenarios, but I should double check that after this one.
I was just wondering because like I said, I hadn't read through that list, the shit yet.
It's a valid question.
Because you mentioned it, I'm like, oh right, that did just change, didn't it?
Don't flying models not get impacted by like continuous effects from these things?
I don't think so. I think it's only if they stop it.
Got it. Okay, cool. If you're cool with working under that assumption, then I will as well, and I'll put him behind it. If not, he deploys slightly different from that. Otherwise, that's my deployment. Normal deployment. Up to you, good sir. And then advanced deploy is 6 inches beyond regular, right? going to.
Yeah, advanced deployment is an additional 6. So yeah.
Cool. And then we'll put this mouse away. I don't need it
With
for that.
lights. So is it like?
So yeah, it's like as I'm pulling everything out, I'm like, oh yeah, I did not bring either of my Void Archons with me. Crap. And I'm thinking, he said he's using the same list, so he can't. I doubt he's got more than 2.
And it very likely would have been something where if I wasn't using them, then they may not have come with me as it was.
That too.
But
I've been
Okay, gotcha.
since I just moved. Like I said, since I moved in with my girlfriend and all, I'm like, okay, well, let me try and get things a little more organized. So I've been assembling things so I can get them in cases and not just have them sitting in boxes.
yeah.
So they take up less space, and that's what I've been working on. And so this case right here is going to be all my minions.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, that's all my minions. I took out the minions that were in with my Scorn. I'm like, yeah, you work for Scorn, but for game purposes, we're going to keep you separate. This is where you go. And so that's what I've been putting together a bunch of minions. And then I was like, oh yeah, so my Archons though are still sitting on top of my paint station just because they look cool. So let's see.
That's why I know Dan's been doing that with his 40k stuff. He grabbed some of his smaller bags that he has. I think I only have one other bag other than the one I have down there that I brought here. So. What's that? Were you supposed to have done something?
No, I'm trying to figure out which objective I want.
Oh, okay.
They don't have the healing one anymore.
Oh, okay.
They don't have the healing one anymore.
They don't have stockpile?
No. Yeah, the only ones from the old one are Armory, Dugout, Fuel Cache, and Observatory.
Interesting. I guess maybe they wanted to stop people from just constantly picking stockpile like 24/7.
Well, it was the safe bet.
Yeah.
Well, like
It was
whatever
like
else
the
happening,
fallback too.
Yeah, like if you're just not sure about what it is, like you bring stockpile.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, that's good to know that they removed it though, because I think I tried using it a week or so ago, but I guess that was before technically it hit. So.
Well, having not played with this list, not even knowing if it's a good list, I just put it together because it looked cool.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of try and maximize the stuff with Helga's feet. Cool. I will go with. Wait, what does her thing do again?
Oh my god, that white dice gets.
Oh, I
washed out
don't
so
need that
hard.
done. Never mind. I was about to do Fuel Cache. That would have been
Pathfinder?
dumb. Helga on Wheels has Wild Ride. War Beasts in this model's battle group and friendly meat threshers gain Cavalry, Pathfinder, and Repo 3.
Nice. Yeah, that would have been.
That's right. That's part of why I put this list together because I was like, no. I want to bring a meat thresher because she buffs them too.
Yeah, she makes them good. I mean, and the important part about the cavalry is that you make mount attacks, I think.
I don't think you get mount attacks unless you actually have a mount.
Oh, but you at least get the boosted attack rolls on the charges. Yeah.
Because I seem to remember reading a ruling on that said you don't have a mount, so you don't get mount attacks.
Got it.
But you can do the boosted attacks, and I think you can still do the impact attacks. That I'm not sure on. I might need to look that up.
It'd be to try to figure out what the impact attack would be then at that point.
Yeah, maybe not. I know you get the boosted ones.
Yeah.
That I know.
I could double check.
Maybe I don't know about that one. I have to look that one up, and I'm gonna play it like I can't for right now since I'm not 100%. Because the impact attacks come from your mount, right?
Exactly. They usually are your mounts then at that point.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Worth looking up, but I'm gonna lean on no on that one.
Storm Razor.
I'm just gonna go with Observatory.
Sounds good. Fury.
Unless.
Unless. Fury. And then I have Spell Piercer in case you have lots of. Actually, Spell Piercer is going to be super relevant since my entire list already has Blessed and Magic Weapons. But. What's up?
Checking out the models. You guys always have different models over here each week, so I gotta check them out.
Try to mix it up every now and then.
I like that big reptilian dude right there.
You should see
That
their
looks so sick, actually. What?
their colossal or gargantuan is just a
Oh,
giant
I'm
crocodile.
getting one of those.
It is
I just
so
haven't done it
cool.
yet.
It's so sick.
I'm pretty sure it's just called a dracodile.
Models are heavy.
Draco. I'll show you the because every faction has a
Big.
colossal.
Yep.
So this is the Dracodile for them,
Oh, sick.
and
Wait,
it's like this tall.
this is strange because this guy is like a croc, but everyone else on your squad looks like they're a boar type of person.
There's more of the boars than there are of the.
Oh, that guy kinda
But
looks
there's these two are.
yeah.
They're kind of a mixed bag of.
And this
Gotcha.
guy,
friends.
this guy is one of the. Oh crap! Croaks. He's a croak. Like they like frogmen.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are the two gators that I have with me. Most of the rest of them are, like I said, these are the boar guys. This is Helga. She's my warlock, and these are Blighted Mist. They're snow elves.
Interesting. I like the models
I
though.
really like the look of these guys though, because they have like little shields with guns built into them and hammers.
Oh wait,
Oh, the
yeah, that's kinda
Valkyries?
cool.
Yeah, the Pharaoh Valkyries, they look so good. I have to show
The
you.
models are super sick.
Oh yeah, the minions have some really cool looking stuff. This is the list I wanted to play last week, but I just didn't have time to get everything ready. So I was like, I'm just gonna grab a thing that I already have ready.
Heck
and
yeah.
and this guy I didn't have time to, because it's one of those ones where you have to. They want you to.
This box.
They want you to partially assemble it before you get it painted.
It's got like a mobile meat grinder.
It's basically what it is.
and a cannon on top.
Yep.
Literally
That's
called
sick,
meat
like a Gatling
thresher.
gun thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they say like, okay, assemble this in pieces and paint it as you go, because you won't be able to paint the whole thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, then I don't have time. I don't have time to paint it
At
now.
least it tells you that. Some
Yeah.
keys don't tell you if it's a good idea to do that first.
Yeah, it even
Until
has
you have it
even has it in
created.
the instructions. It was like, okay, if you see that, it's like, okay, once this part's done, paint this part before you put anything else on it.
Yeah, they should really do that to a lot of other minis too.
I
Because
like
I've
that
had
they
a few
did that.
times where like I'll be building something and then I get to the end and I'm like, priming this and painting it is going to be trash.
Yeah, you look at that, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna do a little more assembly on that as we go, but that's just because Okay, so I get 10 inches. Where is my 10?
Yes, you do.
That is 9.
My water.
Ugh. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to get a Dracodile just because I like it.
Oh yeah, no, that
At
model.
some point.
That was one of the first colossals I think I saw of this game, and it just looks so sick.
War Beasts, Warjacks, Battle Engines, right?
Correct.
Flag, objective.
Yep. No unit
Okay.
scoring things for all 3 of my units, but that's fine.
Did I have? It's another one of those questions. It's another one of those questions about like, okay, does this unit have that rule?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they have Pathfinder. You have Pathfinder, okay. Aquatic. Alright, yeah, I was just making sure. I was like, do I have anything with advanced deploy? Okay. Oh, real quick too. Of the Nis Hunters, because they are
One of them is
they,
special.
they are very correct in everything I heard, that they are really hard to assemble.
Yeah.
So I didn't get all of them to put together,
Nice.
but I did do Selena. She's
Okay.
the one with her sword.
Got it. Cool.
I was like, okay, well, get her done first because she's the one that's different.
Yeah. She's
So-
the special one. She's the leader that gives them. I think it's granted hunter,
Something like that.
so you get to ignore cover and concealment.
Well, it's not granted because she is part of the unit. She's not an add-on. It's Selena Raphael and the Nis Hunters.
Well, I thought she still gave them something, didn't she?
Oh, it is granted, isn't it? No. Yeah.
Well, I think they do that just because if you focus her out, then they lose it.
That's a
kinda
good
deal.
point. That's a good point. Okay, yeah, she does give them granted hunter. Okay, I had forgotten that it was a granted ability. It's like,
It's all good.
because I was like, yeah, well, she's part of the unit. It's just
Sure.
it's just the unit has that rule, and like, but you can't like field promote a named character.
Correct. So once she's dead, that's it.
Yeah, they don't have hunter.
You designate someone as a leader, but technically there's not a leader model.
Correct. when I was looking online, I was like, well, does anybody have any tips on better ways to assemble these guys? That's what I was thinking.
From what I've heard, they are just like when people complain about putting models together and fitting them, it's either cavalry models of some sort, and then it's those. Like those are like the biggest ones that people bitch and moan about.
The thing I saw people say was because they only give you 3 bow arms because they give you like a bunch of bows where people have bows on their backs, or the guys with the swords have the bows on their backs. The guys with the bows have the swords on their backs. They just said, okay, go to the website and order 6 sets of bows. Like bow
just
arms.
So you can have them all have
them because those are a lot easier to put on than the 2-piece sword arm.
2-piece sword arms?
That's because it's a claymore, so it's a 2-handed sword. So,
gotcha.
So you got this arm and that arm holding the sword, and so you're like, all right, did I line it up right?
Mm-hmm. That was the hardest part with dealing with the Sentinels, putting them together, but they aren't nearly as bad because they're plastic versus being metal. Which is why I prefer plastic models to metal models. Plastic's just easier to put together.
How do I want to do this?
Fair question. And she's Fury 6?
She's Fury 6.
And then once we get going, I'll ask what her feat does.
Oh, yeah.
Don't need to worry about that turn 1, probably. It's very unlikely you pop her feet bottom of 1. Unless it's like a Rask kind of feat, which I doubt it is.
No, it isn't. No, this is one of the potential, like, well, not with her feet, but just like with some of the other stuff you have going, where you can like hit really, really hard with this list.
Mm-hmm.
And with the reposition and cavalry rules, they can get places a lot. Kind of crazy too.
That thing there is a Void Archon?
That is a Void Archon. Otherwise, everything is what it is.
Cool. Just making sure.
Purely because I forgot it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure I remembered that before I deploy it. Everything okay?
Yeah, I bumped something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's like Warhog, Roadhog, Wrestler, Miss Hunters, Helga on Wheels, Battle Boar, Scythe, Witch Doctor, Pharaoh Valkyries, Soul Slave, Flugwug, Void Archon, Meat Thresher. And this is mostly a Meat Thresher.
Mostly a Meat Thresher. It does start to resemble what it's supposed to be.
It's like it has Meat Thresher parts.
Mm-hmm. We'll put one of them in here, and then we'll throw both of them. We'll throw all of our solos right up the middle just to see what happens. Oh, you're supposed to be in here somewhere. You're gonna go right there. And then these guys. Lurk. Thank you, Rick, for the lurk. We're doing some tabletop wargaming. I can't remember if you or somebody had talked about doing 40k. So this is a similar game to Warhammer 40k, but instead of being Warhammer, it's War Machine and Hordes. So it's a slightly different universe, but similar wargame style. I don't think Rick was the one who was doing status. Oh. No, it was a person I rated with StarCraft, I think, that talked about Dawn of War and whatnot and Warhammer. Okay.
Yeah, the next time we do this, I'm gonna try and make sure I get here a little earlier so we can get started closer to 6.
It's all good. Well, we're starting around 6:30 again, so similar to one of those deals where we'll do a hard stop at 8:30 and then we'd be still fine with time. I just didn't bring a clock, so it's a little harder to gauge, but it'll be all right. I gotta reckon with this list.
But yeah, I do think it would be kind of neat if you did want to try raw machine stuff at some point too.
Yeah. Worth considering. Think about it. Where did my 8 measure stick is out? That's why I couldn't find it. There's 7 and then there's 6, and I'm pretty sure that's the only inches I need to worry about. Everything else I could just measure myself. Do you have any AoEs that I should leave a ring or something out for?
I don't think so.
I have a spray, so I need that. Alright, cool. I don't have any AoEs, so I'm just going to leave the rest of them in there then.
Just sprays to my knowledge.
Alright. Meat Thresher has a gun, and it's speed what?
It is speed 6, Gun is range 12.
Alright, most of my stuff is stealth, so speed 6 means I would have to be in that fire cloud in order to get shot, so I'm probably okay. So speed 6 guys are just going to run forward then. Doing what advanced deploy units do on turn 1 and just pressure the fuck out of you.
They have stealth?
Yes, they do. I'm going to run some of them this way. More. You do have. Does this thing have assault?
Yes.
Okay. What's the speed and then the spray range?
The spray's 10.
10-inch. Okay.
They are speed 5, but you can do the.
It's 3 inches onto that because of the charge, but then
No,
do they
it's
have
not
another...
charge. It's
Well, because you can charge
they
assault
can go
spray.
full bore, which gives them +2 speed.
Okay. So they could go up to 7, and then the charge makes it a 10-inch advance with a 10-inch spray. Holy shit. Okay, maybe we spread these guys out a little bit so that I don't just give you the value spray of a lifetime. Yeah, maybe we do have some of them over here then. Just
I was trying to remember what the rule is called.
yeah,
Because he's got one called aggression dial, which does something similar, but it gives him higher strength.
But because they have, I'm pretty sure they have assault, which means you could fail a charge to get a good spray off, which gives you the extra 3 on top of full bore.
And he does have assault.
Yeah, so that's.
I knew he had assault. I was just trying to remember.
Yeah, no,
the
appreciate
thing.
it. I think the Void Archons are only speed 6. So this one's just going to fly up into the zone there.
And yes, they are speed 6. Void Archons.
These
I
guys
know
are
that.
speed 7?
I think so. Yes.
Alright, so I just got to make sure I don't walk onto that side of the forest. So Mage Hunter Assassin is going to run up into here. Mage Hunter Assassin is going to run up into here. They're going to just... They may as well give them concealment for the sake of... Oh, well, sprays ignore concealment, so there's no point. So I'm actually going to stick them here and here so they can just poke out around. Narn is going to stay on this side of it so you can't get to him. Yeah, they're nobody's in the forest, they're just peeking around the sides is what's happening. This unit as well is just going to run. Again, you've got a spray, so I've got to respect that range just so that I don't throw everybody. I need to make sure I'm within 9 inches. Make sure this one's within 9 of everybody. I think we are, so we're good. Cool. Griffon.
Yeah, they're actually all missing armies. Because,
Griffin's gonna run up right beside this dude. This mechanic's gonna run up into the trench.
so many different things.
Void Archon is gonna run up right beside the flag. Banshee is going to run. Oh, he's on top of the mechanic for some reason. Mechanic is going to run up behind this cloud. Banshee is going to run straight forward next to the objective. Thyron is going to advance 6 inches. Oh. Thyron is going to cast Storm Rager on himself. I think it's for 3?
I think Storm Rager is 3. I'm fairly certain.
So that's where it'll be. Yeah, it is 3. So I have Storm Rager. And then I'm going to fail a charge at this dude in the back there. So I charge 9 inches now. Camping 3. And Sylys is just going to run up into the trench there. So, on to you, sir. No souls. Spell Piercer in case I need it. There's Fury again. They spent both of their focus. That's the mechanics, and that's the rest of Thyron for kill me back. Kill. Why do I have 2 of those now? Doesn't make sense.
No, that's why I overcharged that. Yeah.
And I do have ambush. To make sure that you don't forget that. Because I know that they're technically off the table.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hmm.
Helga too has exhaust fumes. So
Alright.
when this model advances during its normal movement, for 1 round, other friendly models within 3 inches of it gain concealment.
Just within, not like completely within. So you just have to be touching that range.
Yeah, if you're within 3 inches, then it gets concealment.
Cool. There you go. I think that's similar. There's another, but it's usually a bigger model. But I think it's the. I know the Blightbringer does it, and I think there's something else that also
Oh,
has like the
shit.
exhaust fumes itself.
Real quick,
Yeah, what's
before we guys do anything,
Yeah, yeah.
if this changes your things, because I was absolutely going to cast this, I forgot. She has Battle Host.
Which does extra speed.
War Beast in the Spellcaster's battle group, beginning their activations in its control range, get plus 2 inches of movement when advancing.
I mean, it means you get some really, really funky sprays going off. I don't think I would have.
I don't know if that would change what you were going to do, because you did ask, and that's why I'm
No, that's
saying.
fair. I appreciate.
Because I was definitely going to cast that. I was just like, oh right, I forgot about that spell.
I mean, maybe at most I like move most of my unit back like an inch or two, but I don't think it's going to change too much because you probably can still get to most of them as it is.
Right.
So no matter what I do, you're going to
Yeah,
get
'cause-
somebody. It's just maybe you don't get like
you were
five
just
people.
you were just asking movement, and I was like, and I was thinking about their thing, but I forgot that she had that spell.
I appreciate the heads up. That means that you have, because it was a 10-inch charge and a 10-inch space with 20-inch. God, yeah, you could just go for it. So these solos
Yeah,
that
that
are
was-
probably gonna.
I believe that was part of my thought process. It's a really fast list.
So then the solos are definitely gonna sit back as far as they can, and Narn will be safe behind the forest. But okay, yep. Now you're good to go.
Yeah, you're giving up that objection because you go second, you score your primary at the end of your turn.
Why not?
Good.
Oh, I am cheating.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Well, no, I mean, this is that's a brilliant play because you score your primary.
Too many points?
I didn't have the Wrestler in this list. The Wrestler's in a different list.
Oh. Is it supposed to be something else, or is it just that?
No, it's just there's not a Wrestler.
Oh, nice.
I just
You're
like
ready to feel
I'm like
extra
I'm like
heavy.
okay, what is his mat again? I can't remember, and I'm like,
Oh, he's not here.
he's not here. Let me take that out. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to. Do you mind if I put him
That
there?
is perfectly okay.
Because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put that that one heavy beside her, and I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be the Wrestler because why not? And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's not supposed to be there. Fortunately, it was only first turn.
That's
I
true.
hadn't moved yet.
I think I've done that once, and I've also done it the opposite way, where I just forgot to field a model or two that I had.
I've
So
definitely done that.
that feels awful.
Like, oops.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anyway, just first things first. I'm gonna activate Helga. She is going to cast
Battle host.
Battle Host.
Fair enough.
We'll just use that to remember, because that is an upkeep on herself.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Prime on the Nis Hunters.
Okay.
Do you want to do that? Yeah, might as well. Fuck it. I'm going to cast Rapport on the Warthog. The Warhog.
What does that do?
You can double your control range when measuring for that, and it also uses your rat and mat instead of its.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. And so she is going to.
Doesn't really matter.
Well, that's what it says. She's just going to zoom up here to the wall because she's got Pathfinder and she can get over it if she needs to.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And getting up to there definitely gets you out of kill box. So you're okay.
Oh, is this a kill box scenario too?
I don't know when it is or is not. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know when it plays factor. Hello everyone. It is bottom of 2. Matt.
Bottom of 1.
Bottom of 1. And Matt is taking his first turn right now. He's leaving deployment zone. I've set the engagement line just on my side of halfway, but that's because he's a speedy list, so he's about to come guns, flamethrowers, hogs ablazing, potentially.
But the thing is,
He doesn't have to, but he can. And I guess that is the thing, is you do have to keep your Roadhog within 12 inches of Helga, but you can still send it decently far.
Yes.
It gets to advance 12 inches. So.
Might be a better, and I'm not sure yet on this one. Might be better. Better target might be one of the Roadhogs for rapport.
So they could just go.
So they could go farther. Plus, you get their mat and rat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is Helga's rat good though?
Well, I mean, it's better than the Roadhogs.
Is it really?
Yeah, Roadhog is rat 5. She's rat 6.
Oh, well, hey, there you go.
I mean,
That matters for sprays.
Yeah, for a spray, that's really big.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a better choice in future games, but I'm gonna stick with him.
Yeah, you just got to make sure. I guess the concern with that is she has to pick the target, so they have to be within X inches of her to cast it anyhow.
Yeah.
Which then means they're probably not getting out of that range turn 1. But with how fast you are, they probably can. So.
And that's a lot of that comes down to deployment thoughts.
Exactly.
Thoughts too.
Because she could deploy right next to them or something, and then just go the other direction.
Like I just did.
Exactly.
Okay, so where was it?
And she has Repo 3 technically, I'm pretty sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that would be one of those things where you could walk towards them, do it, and then Repo 3 out of that range.
Correct.
So, yeah, you got it.
So the Warhog is a speed 7. Excuse me, speed 5. Plus 2 inches of movement.
Got it. With battle arrows, yeah. And if you choose to go full board, then you get speed 7.
Well, I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's just going to run to there.
Okay.
Just going to stay back a little bit. Going to
Rile? Or...
not yet.
I mean, I guess because technically that wasn't really far. You could have just walked and...
Yeah, but I'm saying he's running so for the Fury purposes. Alright, so Roadhog, you are 5 up to 7.
As an advance? Yep.
You hit 1, basically.
If you want the spray, yeah.
I'm going to do the go full bore.
Okay.
So he gets plus 2 speed.
So now you're 9
So he's
inches.
going to go 9 inches.
Walking.
I am.
And so spray 10. If I target you, I probably still can't hit more than 1, most likely.
Yeah, you would need to. You letting me know about that 2-inch would mean that you have to do an assault in order to hit more than one person.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll still just do that.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to spray that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Defense 14.
So yeah, defense 14, I am a rat 5. So I need a 9 to hit.
Cool.
I am going to boost to hit.
Makes sense.
I was like, yeah, why not? Why not use my new dice too?
There you go. Fancy. Looks like at least 9.
6, 7, 9, 11. 11 hits.
Okay.
It's probably enough to do the job.
Armor 11.
Um,
I will get a soul unless you remove from play with that.
1, 2, 3.
Are you counting your fury?
Yeah, I'm Fury. I will just boost the damage on that. For that damage roll we didn't actually do.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's, what is the power on it? I think it's at least a 13.
Dice plus 2 and I have 1 box. Sure.
No, it's a power 12.
Dice plus 1. There you go.
Alright, so he's done his thing. I will just repo a little bit
Oh,
further
there you go. That's why you didn't want to
out of the way.
go deep.
Yeah, because if I fail to charge, I can't repo.
It's true. Good
Like,
point.
I can still spray, but I can't repo. That's why
You
I was
could
like,
maybe get 2 people, but then not repoing is pretty big.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be, because then I'd still be up there and they would all just go, okay, well, let's shoot this one guy
Yep.
that's up here by himself. And at the end of his activation, he takes D3 damage to the, I think
It's just to a random column, probably. So to the 1.
that's it. 2 to the 1.
Well, it's a D3, right? Was that a 2?
Oh, you're right, that was a 2. So,
just
yeah,
one
so
to
1
the
damage to the 1.
Yep.
You are correct.
Darn. That 1 damage. What are you gonna do? But aren't they fairly...
He's doing the same thing. What's
Okay.
that?
Aren't they fairly squishy to an extent, I think?
They got 28 boxes. They're 12, 18.
12, 18? Yeah.
12, 18, 28 boxes. They're 4A heavy. They're kind of squishy.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking, because they got the same health as Infernals, but they've got the stat line of, like, My Heavies. And My Heavies have, like, 32 boxes. So. I guess it's only 4 hit points difference, so... Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
Okay, 3 at -3. 1 damage.
That'd be a good place.
Sure.
Spray 10.
Definitely more people on this side. You get 2 there. 2 there. Ooh, do you even hit the...
I don't think so.
Don't think so. I think it's just out. Let's see. Yeah.
Because I was looking to see if there was a way I could maybe tap that guy too. And I don't think so.
Nope. You are like an inch or so out.
Yeah, just far enough back.
Yep, that's exactly, because otherwise they were right here, and you boosting a spray on them is definitely worth it. So
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to leave them there, knowing
Well,
you got...
I'm going to spray those 2.
Okay.
Alright, so boost to hit.
Yep. Defense 14. You'll have to boost them individually, so...
7's not. Oh, 6 isn't going to do it.
Oh. 4 and 2 ones?
And I will boost the second one as well.
Okay.
That's going to hit with an 11.
Sure. Another soul for the soul god. Something like that. What are you checking? Oh, control range.
Control.
Here, here.
So he's got a repo
2 inches from that. There you go.
to be kind of behind the wall.
Just within.
Still in the zone, but behind the wall.
Being a slight problem to remove.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like making him a little bit harder to deal with. Trying to basically, because he said that's a cloud. He said, right?
Correct.
So yeah, it's like avoiding some line of sight here and putting him behind a wall. That was kind of thought process there. Okay.
Worth considering, for sure.
Void Archons,
Advancing 6.
advancing 6.
Okay.
Spray 10.
Look at that.
Hits the 1.
That was careless. But that's how it goes.
And Void Archon, I think he has a
Needing
6 as well.
Yes.
Needing an 8. Hits with an 8.
Sure. Pow 12. Yeah, you get that soul.
I think it's a
pretty
12.
sure. Because I think you're probably closer than I don't even think I'm within.
Excuse me, it's POW 14. But,
I am barely within, but you would get it unless wait.
I think it's whoever's closest of the people that can.
But I
get
think
it.
they do the whole you can't get souls from my enemy models can't gain souls from friendly models destroyed by this model's command range. So you
well
can't
then-
get my souls.
All right, fair enough.
Cool. There we go. Good to know. Soul Ward.
And I can go 8 inches. I want to say it was.
I believe so. Yeah. It is a Void Walk immediately after when you destroyed a living or undead model, not a construct. You can place anywhere within 8 inches. So not in melee with that guy, but I think you were in melee within him? Or no? Or just in or just out? I can't tell.
Just
Oh, by the slimmest of hairs.
indeed. Okay.
This is what you get for being a good sport, because otherwise those guys were just slightly up before.
Well, that's what I said. That's the kind of game we're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So instead, I don't want to do that. Could put him up into the zone as well behind that wall. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
He's behind the wall, and a little bit harder to kill because he's there.
Is the wall 1 inch or is it like 3/4 an inch?
It's more than an inch, but well, not an inch. It's more than a half.
Got it. Yeah,
It's more than half,
yeah.
but not quite an inch.
Got it. So if you're right up against it, technically 1 inch would get over it.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to.
That's all good. That's
Make
what I
sure
wanted to
about.
check.
But also, you can't like overtake over it.
Correct. 'Cause there's no way for you to actually get
Yeah,
over
and,
it.
And sidestep, if you're in a large base, you can't sidestep over
Correct.
them as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, very particular about that. Okay. What is your range? 12.
I only read the first part where it says I know an
You know what? Let's get to the fun part. So, you ever see that Lonely Island music video, the one with the Jack Sparrow song with Michael Bolton?
Yep.
Was it Michael Bolton? I think it was him, wasn't it? Yeah, he's like, all right, now back to the good part. It's like, all right, yeah, now back to the good part.
Jack Sparrow.
That was so funny.
Oh god.
Well, you said they have stealth check.
Yes, they do. We'll make the meat thresher a little sad.
It indeed will.
For this turn. Yeah, I checked it out. It needed to have been like here for the meat thresher to get to me.
Well, fuck it. In that case, he's gonna run.
Alrighty. Zoom, zoom.
That's the one thing with these damn bases.
They hug the mats so well. Ah, Judge!
Yeah, right.
It's all good.
So yeah, he's just gonna kind of run, keep angled a little bit just to be on the safe side.
Yep.
I'm really not sure which side you would want to do the ambush on, because ambushing is always a thing that scares me.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And that's why I wanted to make sure that it wasn't forgotten. That way you didn't send these guys out really wide and then suddenly you have a unit in your butt.
Yeah.
Because that would just be rude.
Flogwog's just gonna run
Yep.
behind the cloud there.
and then that adds on to my award. Oh, okay. Yes.
That's cool. Soul Slave's just gonna run to there. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot that he could do that. The Witch Doctor can give target friendly faction model ghosting.
Ooh, that's situationally very helpful. Pathfinder on a stick, ignore free strikes on a stick, go through buildings. The lot.
Oh, that's also interesting. Okay. Well, let's get to these guys, I guess. So they're speed 7. See, I hadn't glued her to the base because the base isn't even painted yet.
Doesn't the shots double if it's no happening, right? Yes.
Yeah, see the thing too about ordering those bow arms like I told you about? They haven't opened back up their parts store yet.
Did they close it down doing COVID or something? Yeah. Gotcha. Probably just due to low demand or something.
I think it was just for simplicity's sake, for the purposes of
Staffing,
like staffing and keeping, just making all their process a little bit easier. You know,
makes sense.
That was my understanding, from what I remember hearing that they did it. And I'm like, oh, cool, but now I need something. I need to order a few things because I was like, oh, when I was putting my Croak Raiders together and putting them up, I realized that I have a dude that's missing one of. I dropped one of their arms somewhere, and who knows where it went during the move, kind of thing. And as I said, who knows where that went? I want to buy those bows. Don't have any of those.
Yeah.
Alright, so they have a 12-inch range.
The sergeant is 3 base, and the veterans are 2 base.
You might have a couple shots on some of the Void Archons, but again, stealth. So everybody that's not a Void Archon or the light, I think the light is outside of your range.
So it would be 4 and 5.
Only ignore concealment and cover. So everything has stealth.
Well, not these guys, but the solos, the units.
The things that I need to be able to shoot, I can't see.
Correct. The guys closest to you.
Well, shit.
Sneaky shadows.
Because if I get 2 attacks, that's 1 per.
I should have just ran, I guess.
You can still do that if you'd like.
But I don't know where I would go.
7 inches closer.
Yeah, like basically, like you're just moving closer, but you're like, okay, well, that just means you're just going to shoot all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I wish these guys had stealth. It's just I didn't like. I wanted to put them on the flank, but I was like, I know that they'll just be. That's where your ambushing is going to go, and they're just going to get destroyed.
No, he has a relic blade.
Infiltrators are fairly accurate, so they would just munch them, especially if I can get some.
Because they're
back
defense
starts.
14, so.
I think they're 6s, but they have gang up to 8s, so they need 6s. So, but if I get you in the butt, then it's 10s, and that's just 4s to kill.
We'll just run some spread out.
Okay. Yeah, only sprays I have are the Archons, so that's the only source you have to worry about that with.
Yeah, I didn't have any armor penetration the last game I played. So this time, since I went even lighter,
Archons can't be knocked down, correct?
I wanted to make sure
Correct.
they at least had a little.
Battle Boar is going to run. Scythe is going to run up to the wall here.
Mm-hmm. I got a towel at home.
Is that much off of Tyranids?
Which Doctor's going to run.
Okay.
And the Valkyries are.
Probably command like 7 or something, I think.
The Valkyries? I think they're 7.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, they're 7s.
Shield guards with vengeance, I think.
Yes.
Which is relevant.
That's going to be my turn.
Cool. Okay. I will ambush. I think I'm going to ambush over there. Not to make things complicated for all of our stuff.
Yeah, right.
I do know that it's only 12 inches to here, so you might not have to move up too much of that stuff because my deployment will be 9 inches from this zone.
So yeah, you know the funny thing? I put this guy together specifically because I was like, I need to have him assembled.
For this game.
For this game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so
So I was like, oh no, let me put that together.
Gotta make sure it's ready.
And you know the funny thing too, because it's a Blind Walker kit as well.
Mm-hmm.
The only parts that are duplicates is you basically got like the lower body here.
Mm-hmm.
Because the tail is not the same, so it's like this lower body part.
Mm-hmm.
Not the legs, just that chunk and the front of the torso. Those are the only parts that are the same between the two. Everything else is different. So I have like 2 different arms, 2 different heads, different back, different tail, and different legs. And I was just looking at it, I'm like, all these extra pieces and that I'm not going to use because I'm building another one that is a Black Knight Wrestler.
Yep.
Oh, not Wrestler, excuse me, a Blind Walker.
Well, that's where you can just magnetize it, so you can technically run double.
You can't magnetize that, not the way it's put together.
Oh, gotcha.
I'd have to. Next time I show you, I won't put the other one together just yet because I don't need to anytime soon. I'll have to show it to you. But the way it's put parts are together, like there's no place to magnetize it.
Got it. I just lost a sword. These guys are too pokey.
Yeah.
critting out. Now, if they don't kill it, then this thing just eats the entire unit, I'm sure. So
I mean, I hope you don't kill it because I just got it. I haven't even had a chance to do anything with it.
that's very fair.
All I've done so far with this model is moved.
That would be a very sad way for this to go. Okay, that's where they're gonna go.
You're fine.
I don't know if they're gonna go first. We'll still see. All right, rest of my stuff. I'll go up to full. These guys power up. What you looking for?
Something nice. Don't worry about it. You're good.
Okay. All right, is Narn within 7 inches of anybody relevant?
Final score is 74.
Technically, he's within 7.5 of that guy. So I could advance, stab him, and then... Ooh, wait, hang on. Do we have the dream? Is this the front of my base? I can't barely see
What are you trying to do?
without just, like, standing on the table.
Oh, what are you trying to do?
Oh, I guess getting there isn't that... I was just going to advance, but the issue is I'm not within a ½ inch then, so that doesn't matter. So I think I do... Which one would I want to go for? Left or right side? Maybe right side. So we'll potentially nab this guy. Alright, so that could be where Narn goes, stabs, and then sprints back. Those guys ambush. Banshee definitely wants to try. Ooh, actually, is this a turn where we feat and then the Mage Hunter Assassin just goes Pac-Man time?
I hope not. That's also a unit that I just put together and have not had a chance to do anything with.
That's true. It might be, actually. And then that means I could also charge a couple of Mage Hunter Strike Force onto that Archon to kill it. Because otherwise, other than that unit, I don't think you have too high of defense that I need to really worry about boosted attack rolls.
Not really.
On melee, specifically. Obviously, with cover and whatnot, range is always relevant. But okay, so that means the Archon, if that's what I'm going to do, the Archon could potentially... Couldn't charge you, but I could walk 6 somewhere, attempt to... Let's see. If I walk 6 to... Oop. Walk 6 out here. I have 10 inches. Yeah. Okay. So I could land there, spray, and then maybe place if I landed the spray. And then if I was here, I could place 8. Which wouldn't quite get me to where I want to go.
I didn't do damage. Could you give me a...
Oh, go for it. Column.
So 2 damage to the...
3. Okay.
I just remembered I forgot to do that.
Yeah, it's all good. I think I will do this easy stuff first then, which is the Infiltrators just going in on this Meat Thrasher. So, grab some dice. You don't have any columns, but a lot of boxes. So, let me grab what their base stats and stuff are, because that'll be relevant.
It's like, hopefully, there are enough boxes.
Oh no, that's Mage Hunter Infiltrators. Mat 6, Gang Repo 5, Blade is a 9, so that makes Gang makes it up to an 11, and then Combo Strike makes it up to a 14.
So are they charging it, I guess?
Yeah, they're going to be trying to charge us for sure. And its armor what?
19.
Okay. Does it have any extra defense armors that I should be worried about?
Oh, that's the thing I should have remembered.
What?
It has turn up the heat so you can do +2 speed.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. You think it would have mattered a whole lot, but I could have gotten further up.
Yeah. Okay.
Has bulldoze, dual attack, exhaust fumes, and turn up the heat. Nothing defensive. It's just defense 10, armor 19.
Got it. We're gonna charge. I can't go that far. Charging to there.
you had so
Charging
many
to there.
units, like, I already had one unit to worry about.
Oh, I bumped you. Charging to there.
So
Charging
this
to
was the
there.
first time doing the exploding auto combo. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. I wish the psychics.
Charging to here.
I wish the psychics would have come back.
Eiryss. Actually, before that guy charges, Eiryss will charge.
I mean, the psychics is okay, but like those first 2 turns, I basically only got like 2 spells out of the 5.
No, maybe Eiryss will go last. She will charge last so that I can maybe get some good angles. If she gets a shot.
Last turn, killing all those seniority cards.
Charge to there. She will charge to here.
I mean,
Charge to there. Charge to there. Charge to there. I won't get one guy in. Probably could have gotten them all in, but we'll see. There we go. Okay. Woo! Infiltrator time. Mat 6, they're all going to be Mat 8s because you're within melee range of 2 of them. So, your defense 10, 12?
10.
10? Okay, so anything butts to hit. All of them are going to be doing the combo strike, which is PAL 14, because you're armor 19. So if I do not the combo strike, it's dice off 8. So combo strike is definitely the way to go on all of these. So,
Dice off 8?
because it's, so,
What's the base?
9,
Oh.
gang makes it 11. So if I do combo strike,
Oh, it's plus 3.
correct.
That's what I was throwing.
Then it goes up to 14. So I am going to, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, and then Eiryss herself. Let me see what the wordage on gang is. This model gains plus 2, so if she doesn't have gang, she doesn't get the plus 2,
Correct.
but she has Weapon Master, so she's a 7 with Weapon Master. We'll see how much relevant that is, but she gives them tough, let me not forget that, and mark target. But, okay. So, I have 10 attacks, and we gotta make sure they don't roll snake eyes. Hits with a 5. PAL 14 is dice off 5.
Yeah.
Says 7. Oh. Hits with a 5. And it's dice off 5, says 3. Third one hits with an 11. Dice off 5, says 3. We'll get that one later. This is my 4th one. 4. Dice off 5. Says 6. This is my 5th one. Hits. Jesus. 15 says 10. 6th or 7th one? That was my 5th one, so this is my 6th one. 4. 7th one. Oh, it's got 3 boxes left. I might try it with Eiryss, because if she gets to kill it, then I get quick work. So we'll try with her first. She's Mat 7, so she does need a 3. Hits. PAL 7 Weapon Master. So dice off 12. Yeah. Crossbow blade and a saber. She's got 2, but dice off 12 says 1. Unfortunate. But that's how it goes. Second attack. Hits. Still dice off 12, but now only 3 dice. There we go. 10. That's 3. I believe. Because that's, yeah, 10. 5 is 15, so dice off 12 is 3 damage. And I got it. So
Yeah, I got it.
she has quick work. She can make a basic ranged attack. She's got range 12.
Plug got stealth.
He's got stealth. Okay. So out of that range, but I could hit him. Does this one cast? No, I don't have spell casting, nothing. I just have. Ooh.
Oh, my army is.
Your caster cast the upkeep spells. I can't get to you because you got Valkyries anyway. So I'll shoot this one because I can see it once this thing is gone. Rat 9 hits. I'm assuming hits a 16.
Yeah.
Arcane Hemorrhage. You lose D3 Focus or Fury points. So 2 Fury. That Roadhog drops.
Sure. Why not?
And it's a Pal 10 Weapon Master. So you are armor 18, you said?
Yep.
So dice off 8 says 1. To the 5. Alright, and the rest of the guys lose their charge. So they are done. 5.
Why do they have reposition as well?
And that's just something they get as a unit.
That's what I'm saying. Why do they even have that? That's so dumb.
That's fair. This was one of those, they got buffed because people weren't using them for a bit, and now they kind of went
Like, I
too
don't know
hard.
why they got buffed. They
Yeah.
were always good.
They just went too hard the other
They
direction.
were always stupidly good. They were never bad.
So I don't want to engage your heavy. But we're at least gonna just get up in the way. Can't go too far because Eiryss doesn't want to be too close to the action, but this one could be out here on the other side of the forest. Eiryss is command 9? Yeah. So that means she needs to be about right here.
That D3 plague weapon that
Yeah, that one can just be right there. Alright. That's there we go.
combat even though it's blast and you always get extra.
Next up.
Surely they can't kill a battle engine. Surely.
And if I had thrown Fury on them, that's where they could be PAL 17, but they're so far away from my cast right now, it's not going to be a relevant thing. Pull all my dice out of my pocket, don't need that. Alright,
They were 40 cheaper.
they are defense 14? No, I don't need the mat. I could do extra strength. Where do I do Fury on those dudes when they charge in?
What's their melee range?
Half inch?
They're not. As long as they'd be slightly better in the Poxponder company. That'd be a good company. That's the vehicle one.
Alright, I am going to do the Narn thing.
And you can spend
He is speed 7.
and now they have a ballistic
I'm going to advance
skill of 2
to just within a half inch of this one.
So
Matt, I want to say 8.
combat and it would hit on a 2.
Matt 8. Defense 14, needing a 6. And it's just an advance. 5 hits with 13, so I miss. Second melee with my other saber. Hits with an 11. It is a POW 11 Weapon Master.
Auto deck.
Just
Element 10.
just dies. And then he has sprint, so he gets to make a full advance when he disables something.
If he's close to the wall, if I'm on this side of the wall, I'm still within an inch.
Okay. I was just looking to see if it did. I wasn't sure if it would or not.
Oh, because didn't Prime do something for him?
Oh no, Prime gives them -1 armor.
I for some reason I thought Prime made him like blow up or something when they died.
No, Prime gives them extra damage.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. Back behind the forest. He is safe.
+2 to melee attack and melee damage rolls and -2 armor.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait. When it is disabled by an enemy attacks, enter a 3-inch AoE on it and remove that model from play. Models in the AoE are hit and suffer an unboostable POW 14. I forgot about that. I just thought about the -2 armor.
Well, I did it, so we'll see what happens. You said it's an AoE 3?
Yeah, it's an AoE 3. I don't think anybody else was close enough.
Probably not. No, you're good. So, alright.
So it's a POW 14.
Dice +1. Got him.
11.
Yeah.
I apologize. I forgot that it did that.
A-okay.
I knew it was the -1 armor. I forgot about that last sentence.
Don't think he was in range of the souls, so if I had asked and we clarified it, I wouldn't have sent him in. But
I was like, yeah, it's
that's
just
how it
bonus
happens.
damage, and then you're like a -1 armor, and also a 3-inch AoE. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I have not used him
Very
once
relevant.
in 9th edition. I used him
Okay.
all the time in 8th edition because you kind of had to. But 9th edition.
alright, what do I have to do to get this Mage Hunter Assassin in on the action?
So Mortarian's a trap. Mortarian is.
Actually, I can't kill that one with a spray because then it can't get a charge, but I could send this one in instead.
But
Um,
I don't get all the benefits. That Terminator blob right there. gives
well, let's
me
see. They're
24
speed 7, so they go
ultra
10 inches,
shots,
and they've got a
four shots,
4-inch
and then
melee. So
between
no, I can't get to
Taliban
anybody
and
except for that guy over there.
rolls,
Could still chunk him, but
I get
okay.
way more output
So-
than that. That's just shooting.
In that case, running them up into melee with primed on them is a
Would
good
it
cause.
Oh
Because then
yeah,
you're like, yeah, go ahead, kill him.
yeah. Have to deal with them, and then potentially lose lots of guys doing so. Especially since they have like a 1-inch melee, so you engage me more than I engage you.
He can live because he's tough.
Archon is going to fly to here.
What is range 1? It's a claymore. I thought it was 2.
Yep. I'm going to spray that one dude right there. I've got 2 souls. I will boost 1 to boost the hit on this spray.
Blue spray.
That one.
Okay. Defense 14.
6, needing an 8. Hits with a 12. How 12, I think.
That's enough. Armor 11.
Yep. It does blow up. I don't know if you're going to do enough damage to your dude, but it is just a PAL 14, you said, right?
The AoE for it is a PAL 14, yes.
But it is a 3-inch AoE, so it's... Oh yeah, no, you're good. It is a little baby AoE. I think I held up a 4-inch one earlier, so
You might
that's why
have.
it's a little bigger.
I think that was a little bit bigger than the one, yeah.
But he
Alright,
didn't save
so-
anything, so he just dies. Unless you have a way to get souls, I get that one's soul. No, wait.
I'd stop you from getting mine. Because I have a Archon
That's
there.
right. You also. So yours would get a soul then. Look at that.
That's right, I do. Yes.
Alright, well I killed something, so now I get to place 8 inches.
Yes, sir.
So I can place out over here, which I don't think... Do you have a heavy proxy I can borrow?
I have this Wrestler.
That is true. I'm gonna move
I mean, I
this
have
guy
other
real
ones as
quick.
well, but he's out.
Yeah, sure. Place here.
And then you charge those shots.
Now there's a
And then
Rage for the
White
event.
Skull or White Star.
Jalam list in Disciples of Agony that I found some success with that I used in the it wasn't the Fish Core tournament, it was the VTC. And it's Jalam with 2 Roadhogs and a Wrestler. And I think that's where I got it mixed up in my head with in this list.
Oh, gotcha.
Because there's a Wrestler with 2 Roadhogs.
You're hugging the wall, so I
Because
should be
actually, yeah, we played that game. Remember it was with that because I had that +5 damage to my Archon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we did like a practice match with that list, right?
I think something like that. I know we played a game. I don't remember what the what we were doing exactly.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it was just us playing around or it was like
Yeah.
practicing for the tournament or anything.
I know it was just pre-tournament, I believe. So since you're hugging the wall, Archon's just gonna place just within 1 inch over the wall there.
All right.
You
who's he
still
got?
get the guy he can with the 1 inch
the Roadhog.
Roadhog.
So he's defense 12 up to 16.
It's only +2 against melee.
I was on +2. Okay, so 14.
Yep. But I am a max 7, so you said 14. I do have 1 soul, so I will boost to hit the first one, just to make sure that I land it. 7 plus 9 hits a 16. I am a POW 15 effectively. You're armor 18, so dice off 3.
Dice -3.
Says 5 to the 5. And then second melee. A 9 with a 7 hits a 16. And then dice off 3 says 4 to the 6.
Come on, man. Spirits out.
Okay.
Space Marines, it's like all you see are white scars, dark everywhere.
I think they're
This Mage Hunter Strike Force is going to get a run charge order.
Not the Shadowrun box.
This thing's just facing remotely straight forward. It's not facing any weird angles.
Yeah, kind of basically the way he's thinking.
So if I advance to here, I should be okay.
Yeah, you would still be in, yeah.
Antachi, yes.
Is there any other way?
Second one, I don't think I get anybody else in on him. So these guys are just going to run. This one might be able to get an angle on the Roadhog.
I don't know. If I came in with a go,
You agree that I can see the Roadhog here past the Archon? With this guy?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying like anyway, Gara. Not height, Legia high.
Charge to there.
So stone your eyes turn red.
Charge to there. So I get 2 charges across, and then everybody else is just kind of running into the zone. Leader charges up, runs up to get everybody within 9.
I mean, you see how this zone here, like,
Okay, so armor 18 on the heavy, armor 17 on the Archon.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, defense 14, armor 17.
14, 17. Okay, I'll do that one first. I'm going to do a CMA from these guys. So we go up to a max 8, so we're needing 6s. Let's see if we hit. Hits with an 8. They are pound 9 up to an 11. And you said it was a 17, so it's 6, so it starts off 6.
Yeah.
8, 11, so 5. Alright, now the 2 dudes onto the Roadhog. I am not going to CMA because you're an 18, technically down to a 16.
Right.
I'm 9, but 9 is dice off 7, so that seems a bit better. So I am at 6s. I need to hit a... You're a defense 10 or a 12? You said a 12, right?
Defense 12.
So I need to hit a 6. First one. Misses with a 4. Second one. Misses with a 3. Well, this is what you CMA, folks. First one would have hit. Oh well. They're there now. I don't think the Griffon could have actually gotten in. Speed 6, 9, so I have an 11-inch threat unless I spend an extra focus. And yeah, no, the Griffon would not have gotten in. Alright. Well, Griffon is going to run to be within to the forest. Caster is going to advance.
On that ability, you can actually use the other one's morale.
He's going to advance to here. I meant to use my objective, but I didn't, so here we are. I also meant to put Fury on those guys before they went in, but again, since I missed, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So we will camp my 6. I am going to feat. I don't know what the feat token is, but I'm going to put a mini feat token out just so that we remember. So that's boosted melee attack rolls to everybody in my control range, and then warrior models gain killing spree. So they get to make an additional melee after advancing 1 inch while within 12 inches of Thyron.
So is he gonna move up to?
He moved up and then feeded, and then that's where he's at.
And is it all attacks get the plus?
It's melee. It's boosted. Yeah, melee gives killing spree and boosted. And that's it. All right, the Jack is going to advance here and is going to boost a shot 12 inches to your heavy here.
Into the Roadhog?
Yes, because you're a defense 12, I'm a rat 6. I really want to make sure this hits because it is a momentum. So you'll get knocked down because you're a large base. Rat 6, boosting, needing a 6. Hits. That guy is now knocked down unless he can't be.
I'm pretty sure you can be.
Okay. A PAL 14, not boosted. So dice off 4. And is a 7, so 3 to the 1. Alright, the Pac-Man first, then the gun unit will go. So the Mage Hunter Assassin is speed 7. So it's speed 7, so it can charge 10 inches, and then it has a 4-inch melee because it has a chain weapon. So I'm going to advance as far as I can, which is 10 inches, charging this front target within 12 inches of Thyron. So, boosted mat 7 against this one.
Alright.
Is that good? Did it just break?
I just dropped something.
Needing a 7. Hits with an 8.
Of course.
It is a pound 9 Weapon Master on a charge. Don't think I cannot kill you. And I think I'm outside of AoE. Now, do the same guys in the unit get hit by the blast or no?
I think it's everybody.
Okay. Well, that one's safe, but I just wanted to clarify before I continue. In case it looks like they're all spread out actually enough that they won't.
Models in the AoE are hit and suffer an invisible while 14.
Okay. So your guy is safe, but I did get him, and I am outside of it. And they removed. Oh wait, your guy wouldn't have gotten a soul because isn't it they removed from play because of primed?
You are correct.
So, okay. Good to know. That one died. Now, Killing Spree says I get to make 1 inch and make another melee. So we are going to strike the guy right in front of your caster then. Just within 4. Mat 7.
7.
Hits with a 4, 1, and a 2. Let me make sure I was still within 12. I think I should have been. Yep, we're good. So yep, another boosted pound 9 Weapon Master. Well, it wasn't a charge, but your armor 11, 10. So it can't not. 1 inch.
Prime puts him at 10.
Yeah. 1 inch. I don't know where that was from. Should still be within 12, and I should be outside of an AoE 3 on you. I don't know why I keep putting that up.
I can't say much. I'm playing Tyranids.
That's a 4 inch. Okay, we're good. Alright, next guy. Mat 7, needing a 6. Boosted 6? Yeah. No, needing a 9, because you're 14. 7, needing a 7. Jesus. 5, 4, and a 6 hit.
So is Killing Spree just any number of attacks?
Don't think it has a limiting thing, but let me double check for you. When a model with Killing Spree destroys 1 or more enemy models with a melee attack, immediately after the attack is resolved, it can advance up to 1 inch and make an additional melee attack. So it doesn't say anything about it being an initial, it's just when you do it.
Cool.
Because I think the one beast from Griffon has Killing Spree, and that's the one that can just also go Pac-Man. But usually it's like Berserk and Overtake, whereas Killing Spree is those 2 combined. So 7, needing a 7, misses with a 5. So that's where that ends. This Mage Hunter Assassin can still charge that one, but it doesn't. It's probably not going to kill it, so it's not going to get to go as far as I want it to. But we'll still go for it. Charging 10 inches onto the heavy here. 4 inches says yes. I am still a mat 7 boosted, so I'm needing 5 hits. Now you are armor what? 16?
Yeah.
So this thing has decapitation, so whatever surpasses your armor, damage is doubled. Pound 9, and you're effectively 16 because of that, so pound 9 Weapon Master on a charge. So we're dice off 5. Alright, take 10 to the 6. I rolled 10 exactly on 4 dice.
Mine's out.
Okay. That's all he gets to do, so that's it for them, the 2 solos. This mechanic is going to beeline it to the center of the field here. Same with this one. They're going to get ready to heal up the jacks if they need to. They're not close enough to repair it, but we'll just have to deal with that. Sylys doesn't need to go anywhere. Maybe he needs to be within 5 inches to give me the free upkeep, so we'll just get within 5. This unit over here. We are going to mini feet as well. Mini feet gives them Phantom Barrage. This activation, they can ignore cloud effects, force terrain, and intervening models when determining line of sight. So a few of them will need to advance to get you within 12, but for the most part, this Roadhog is within a lot of them, so they're just all going to kind of tweak. Just to make sure that we get all the gunshots into you. So, rat 6s, but doesn't matter because it's anything butts to hit since you are knocked down. However, you are armor 18, and it's dice off 8 with our gun. So, I think I might do a couple 2-mans just to see if we can get you down low enough. I should have charged in the Archon first for it to be dice off 6, but that's what we're at. I don't even think the Archon could have
no, he's in there, yeah. I mean, he's not down.
Yeah, so I couldn't CRA, but it would still be decent defense. It would be easy enough defense to hit.
Yeah.
But, alright, yeah, a bunch of 2-mans just to make sure we get the extra damage. So I have 5 2-mans and 1 1-man, or 4 2-mans and 1 3-man. So I'll do 4 2-mans, and we'll see what happens. So first one hits with a 6. How 12? Says dice off 6. Nothing. Second of 4 hits with a 9. Dice off 6. Says 2 to the 6. Third of 4 hits with a 7. Dice off 6. Says 1 to the 2. And then 4 of 4, and then we'll see what I do. A 4 hits because it's a 6 up to an 8, so I hit a 12, so even if you're standing. Dice off 6. Says 1 to the 1. Beautiful. At this rate, I think I will do a 3-man on the last one. So a 4 plus a 9 hits. How 13 on this last one, so dice off 5. No damage. Alright, neat. Okay. Repo 3, Repo 3, Repo 3, Repo 3, Repo 3. I didn't get a heavy into here, but you were in here, so it wasn't going to happen anyway. Speaking of which, then, I will keep a couple people in this zone, so it's not just super trivial for you to score it. Can't get into the trench, so I may as well send that one in, and this one back in. And then there. Archon. Speed 6. Not charging you, but I could just spray you. I don't think there's any sort of angle that gets me onto... maybe there is. Let's see. So to get onto the frog boy, can I advance to...
I'm not worried about this. Oh, were those the ones you guys were talking about earlier?
Alright. Based on your sight, Matt, does this cross the frog?
It's a 10. Yep, it's Floodbug as well.
It's Floodbug? Okay. Not going to boost on the heavy, so Rat 6 hits. I will boost to hit on the Floodbug. Defense what?
14.
Hits with a 12. How? 12 on? Or is it a 14?
It's about 14.
How 14 onto the heavy, so dice off 4. Says 4 to the 4. And 14 on the Floodwug. I rolled a 4, so I did 18.
He's armor 14.
So
So dice one is
dice,
straight,
dice
straight
off,
dice.
straight dice, so he takes 4 damage. Unfortunate, but we're here for it. I believe that's everybody, so it's your go.
You literally saved all of it. And then turn 3 all
Okay. Well, that sucked. All right. Pull 4.
I only run one cycle. That's the only 2 I need. And in this next one, I can actually deliver 6 hours. Well, in this direction, I guess I did type as like so that's 6 powers of brain and I roll 6. So yeah. Oh, so 5. Yeah. I missed 1.
When not during their activation, the Mage Hunter Assassins only have a melee range of half an inch.
I'd rather prank or marker. Like, wind's only effective if you roll an 8. Because then you're more than a 5. Then again, I guess it wouldn't have been that bad considering I brought my leg caster with the blade. So he was more wound anything on he needs a successful cast instead of one more wound and I upgraded his pre-game so he knew that's what it was. He knew 1 additional power because I upgraded him pre-game such a direct track. So he knew 1 extra power. He could reroll 3 power per turn. That's what it was. What? Yeah, that really, you literally have 0 question if something is line of sight.
That's great. It's fantastic. Okay, so that's the end of my movement thing.
Yeah, I need to get 1.
Okay, great. Let's move into the shooting phase. Shoot them all! I got no sight. So we're gonna skip the sight.
Yep.
So let's do some
Spelling cavalry wrong. It's cav, not cal.
Yep. Cavalry is a place. Cavalry is a thing.
It was me versus Colby on the championship table.
Alright, so
I technically say second.
since I wasn't able to fill up, that sucks.
Oh, because I took 2 off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a moral second.
Eiryss has always been so fucking dumb. Every version of her.
It's true. The one that makes you drop all of it is the dumbest, but every version is annoying.
Alright. So,
One point was an assassinate for him, and it made it where he scored 15 times and 10.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because he took me off the point. So he got those 8 points, which bumped him up.
yes.
If I would have really gone that point,
do the Mage Hunter Assassins have stealth?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Of course they fucking do. Why wouldn't
I'll do
they?
0.
Yeah, I'll do 0. So,
Alright.
first I gotta roll 2. That's 2.
the Death Shroud showed out.
Okay, so the charging cavalry model can stop and make impact attacks with its mount. So unless she says that they can do this as their impact attacks, then I don't think
No, I think it's just you get the.
there's an attack.
I think it's like that's really all you end up getting out of it.
It's not bad.
Well, I mean, it'd be cool if I wasn't down a meat thresher and I have a crippled war beast and one that's knocked down.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get to take advantage of that.
You could come in point reroll that if you
How
want.
much damage?
D6.
I'm gonna come in and reroll that.
No, please!
I'll wait for that credit to come out. See
Let's go! I got to amplify an Eldar player in
I needed that in my life.
That was with my 9th edition book.
It costs them a command point.
So I'm gonna upkeep primed
3 to 6 inch range.
and battle host. I'm gonna let rapport go because I don't think that's actually gonna help me here. Not anymore.
And giving him an extra matter too. Depends on what else you want to do.
Well, I mean, it'd be different if I had 6 Fury and not 4.
I mean, you can always, what, you can cut for like 2 or 3 for that.
You got 18 boxes.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
guess
Anne-Marie, how's it going?
I will cut for 2 to get those extra 2 Fury back. I will upkeep rapport for free because of this gave him in Soul Slave.
Okay.
And I will upkeep. I want to upkeep Prime.
If it changes your mind, the Mage Hunters are 14s, these guys are 15s. Defense. Armor is super, super low, unless you're looking at the Archon or the Jax.
I'm not so much worried about armor, I'm just worried about it being able to actually hit them.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I can't remember if you said primed was pretty good. How's my woman?
Primed is damage.
And you, of course. Is your woman his girlfriend or Emily?
I'll upkeep both.
That's why I said he had to sit
Because I think primed you said was damage rolls, not attack rolls.
Plus 2 to melee attack and damage.
Oh, and attack. So that's where it's relevant. Yeah. And oh, that's fair. She's well. She's actually been doing a lot better. She said this week than she has previous weeks. She has a test this Friday, so she's a little stressed with that. But she's done with clinicals, so that means she's got Wednesdays and Thursdays off again. So, yay.
What is this? What even is this?
And my sister got me Hollow Knight for the Switch. So really, my sister got Emily Hollow Knight on the Switch, and she's loving it. So. Need to get a Switch. It was one of the purchase decisions I made post-wedding, pre-nursing school with her. Because I figured that was definitely something she's been wanting and yearning for, and I figured if she's going to get any de-stress time, she's going to need a Switch, so...
Did you get the new one?
Is there a new one?
One that I just announced.
I've been hearing about that one. I didn't get it. I just got it one of the basic ones. But we got Animal Crossing with it. We got Mario Party, Mario Kart, and then just recently acquired Hollow Knight for it. Which Mario Kart was a game that we both played together. Yeah, I'm trying. It's something like that I figured she might not get to play it all the time, but she's been definitely getting the use out of it, for sure. Won't touch it for 2 weeks, and then she'll just binge it for a whole day. Hey, that works for me. Oh, yeah. I feel like, in a way, I feel like playing something on the Switch is better than watching Netflix, but... I don't know. I guess it's per person. I don't know if there's one that's necessarily better for you, but both are pretty relaxing depending on the person. Relaxation is never a waste of time. There you go. There's not really a best way to relax. Whatever works for you is what's important, I think.
All right.
Are you wanting to spend a Fury to shake? Because I think you do that
Yeah.
now during control or so. And I don't think you do it with your caster. I think you do it with the beast, right?
Yeah.
Force it.
Yeah, basically the beast forces to stand up.
That way you don't have to sacrifice combat or movement. Hello, S Blood Vamp, I'm assuming is what that was going for. Blood Vamp.
Yeah.
Not sure if I know you. Welcome. Appreciate you coming to the table. Alright. It is bottom of 2 right now. Minions, Retribution. He's gonna have a rebuttal. Courtney. Ah, there we go. Hey, Courtney.
Okay, so that's that. There's nothing in maintenance phase.
Okay. No vengeance or anything like that.
Nope.
I thought Dan was supposed to come out and play
said
some
he
Crisis
was going
Protocol.
But I guess not.
Have you taken him hostage? Is that what happened?
Half-inch melee?
Currently, yes.
I'm gonna activate side. 2 inches. 2 inches.
Okay.
She's gonna shoot at that guy.
Yep.
What's his defense?
He's building his MCP box tonight. I gotcha. Defense 15.
Needing a 7
What's
hit.
MCP?
Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Oh, got it. He's building it. I see.
Hits with a
Jesus.
12.
Alrighty.
She is. It's POW 10, Weapon Master.
Yeah. Count 12, so I guess technically you could max out. So dice off 2.
12. I mean 8, so 6
Got
damage. Alright, she's gonna shoot at that one. She gets 2 shots.
Oh, does she have Rate of Fire 2 on it?
She has
It's a star attack, but you have to be within 1 inch of the target. Would that have changed what you did?
Oh, you're right. It is within 2 inches.
Would you have rather killed this one instead of the other one? Since you didn't know. And you can make up to 4 attacks like that, but you have to do it within 2 inches of the previous target. So it's like a chain path.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll call it that one.
Alright, so you killed this one, so now within 2 inches of that would be either of those two, assuming you're within 5 inches, not the Void Arc. So if you're within 5 inches of that one next to you, you should be good. Yep.
So I guess that one.
Okay. And then I think there might be 2 inches.
But you're in melee, so you're what, 18 now?
I'm 18 down to 16 because you're in my back.
So I need an 8.
Okay. You got
That's
it.
with an 8.
Alright, so that's where I think he's in 2 inches of the Void Archon. Since this guy was just out of 5, so yeah, you can get to the Void Archon now. And Void Archon does get those 2 souls.
Do you?
10 inches, and you don't stop me from getting my own. So.
Okay.
Ultron is all that's left. Ooh, excited.
Okay. He's defense 13 or 14?
14, he is also in melee, so he would be up to an 18. But,
Alright, so I need a 10.
yep.
It misses with an 8.
Alright. I was actually talking to a friend earlier how I had a concept of a Mechromancer in D&D, and then I watched a video on Ultron and was like, wait, why does this seem familiar?
We're not playing.
Ultron suddenly struck me as a really neat villain out of the blue.
Gonna go over here, get on the flag. She has running gun.
Ah, you killed somebody so you get a full advance. And I think she has parry anyway, right? So you can just ignore the...
She does not. You're correct. So it ended up there.
I mean, you probably have a way to get past the half inch, so... That's awesome, yeah. I was talking to a friend about, basically I wanted to do some sort of combination of like an Artificer Sorcerer, where you once you get to level 5 and you start like raising dead to keep track of your zombie undead army, you like work to, instead of raising multiple and get like multiple ones, I try to just maintain one and slowly equip it with like enchantments or improvements of metal and or machinery from the Artificer, just to see what that can do, like
Okay.
Battlesmith.
Well, that sucks because I was hoping to kill both of them. Because they're pieces of shit and they're in the way.
True. Yeah. I think at one point one of her iterations had like Rate of Fire 2 or 3 or something, but then they swapped it out for that multi-attack thing. Someone has to run that, right? Because I've been playing around with the Necromancer idea in my head, and then I read somewhere that Sorcerers evidently can do it really well because they have like the dual cast and whatnot. But also there's a meta magic option where you can change the element of one of your abilities. So you can raise an undead army, and then you can cast Fireball on them, but turn it into poison damage. So now they don't take any damage, and you just take full, and then you're still doing like a poison AoE to the enemies. So, neat. There's still no way to heal them, which is the only concerning part. Because poison doesn't technically heal them, it just doesn't do any damage to them, I think. I think they're immune.
If I do that, do I have to take all of them on him?
Oh, what I talked about is I talked about raising Warforged, the race, as undead. That sounds like something Jamie would do. That's fair. Warforged technically have something where they can't be raised dead, like they can't be turned into a zombie, but I feel like that would be something to homebrew with the DM to figure out. All it would do is like make the zombies also have like the subcategory of machine, which I don't think there's much that doesn't apply to both, but...
Oh, that wouldn't hit. Okay.
I mean, I guess if you had a way to get a Valkyrie through, you could have a Valkyrie take care of them, but... Like that one back there, I guess she wants to go that way, but I don't know if that one could advance. Maybe could charge? Doesn't have a line of sight currently, but could probably walk.
Let's do this, I guess.
I mean, even if they minus for their leadership, make them fail, they could always suspend 2 seats. And then the Europeans heard that around the water. You shouldn't even leave that once per game per minute if you want to move into. So it's a strategic thing. You could sacrifice 1 seat to make that leader lose. If you saw it as a lose 2 seats. You want to get into that as fast. So it's like tactics like that.
I can leave that down if you would like.
Every game I played, I always run out of seats. Usually on turn.
Ah, there we go. There's the timer to shout out that computer store for letting us use their space. Dragonborn Druids can use Breath Weapon Wild Shaped. Yep, I've heard of that. I saw that as well. You can still fire breathe while you're transformed, so you could be a squirrel, you could be a bird, you could just be a baby dragon, just transform into a bird or something. Eagle. And just do Breath Weapon from 60 feet up in the air. Or I guess it's 30 or something, but still. Oh yeah. We all need to play together. Well, Dan was DMing a campaign, but then Courtney and a baby arrived, and suddenly he doesn't have a life. God.
Well, I guess I gotta do that. Alright, I will activate the Nis Hunters.
Okay.
They're going to do a press forward. So,
That's fair. She's a wonderful god baby.
charging you.
Charging, okay.
Charging you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can select himself or other.
Oh, really?
There are some. Because, you ever heard of a Slapland? That's him lit.
Because you got 10 inches of movement, right? Because you're charging.
Yeah.
So you can get there, I'm sure.
Got like
Plenty of
11
room.
attacks at like strength 8 and loading on 2s, and
Okay.
it's great.
Sarah's Courtney. That's fair. They are pretty great. I just still give Dan a hard time about
Alright,
it.
so defense 14.
15.
You can
15.
do that with librarian,
Alright.
apothecaries, captain, like any
4
of the
points over.
characters. I haven't seen a
Yeah,
lieutenant.
that's still really dumb.
Lieutenant's
fair.
like the only exception.
Considering how much damage they can do, it's really dumb.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
I've managed to deal damage to a Khador heavy before.
So an effective mat 9. So
Yep.
I need a 6 to
6.
hit.
Yep.
Hits with an 11.
Got it. Probably
And
kill.
so it's
you're seeing the 8 radiate off.
power strength 11.
And that's including your +2?
That's kind of plus 2.
Okay. 11 says dice off 1.
A lot.
Got him. And I get a soul on this guy.
Alright, we'll do this one now. What's his defense? 14?
14.
He's a 14.
Yes.
Hits with an 8.
Got it. And 11, so you just can't not kill him.
And what's his defense?
And a soul on that one. Where'd my soul go?
Can't he only have 3?
Oh, I didn't see the third one up there. Thank you. Yeah, so he doesn't get that soul, so
Was he within 10?
that's what I'm about to check.
I think he might have been.
Looks like he was just
Maybe
out.
not.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
What's the Griffin's defense?
13, and I don't think concealment gives to melee, unless you're like Tree Walker or something. So, yeah,
So,
13.
alright, need a 4 to hit. With the first guy, misses.
Okay.
Second guy, hits.
How?
It's a POW 11.
It's not a chain weapon, right?
No.
Because it's a claymore. Alright, so POW 11, dice off 7.
Oh, wait, I was looking at the wrong weapon. It's still 11, but it's a weapon master.
Correct.
I was looking at the weapon master symbol for the wrong weapon.
Oh, gotcha. So,
So dice minus 7.
yeah, because it's an 18 because of a shield.
Woo! 10,
20?
20,
So,
13 to the 6.
13? Oh my god. Alright, left shield's down.
Okay, and now Selena is attacking.
Yep. I think it's the same stuff, just a higher mat rat.
Okay, it wouldn't have mattered because she's a 7, they're 6s.
Correct. Yes.
So they would have been hitting on 8s, not 9s. But on the ones that hit, I rolled high. Well,
Yeah, you're good. Tiny Hippo, I
so
heard y'all
she's a
talking
7,
shit. It's true.
so she's up to a 9.
Yeah. So,
So,
needing a
so
4.
again, 13, so 4. Hits with an 8.
Yep.
Hers is still a 9. So same thing, so an 11, weapon master. So now you don't have your shield though. So
Correct. 6 dice off 5.
So dice minus 5.
Just giving you a hard time for not DMing us anymore, that's all. Because Anne-Marie wants to play.
12 to the 5.
Blech. Oh, it is on one box and it's Cortex.
Okay.
Everything else is broken on it. For those keeping track, it's bottom of 2.
Yeah.
On the topic of D&D, since Jamie's Eberron campaign is having scheduling troubles, I was thinking of starting a new one. Good. We were just talking about me doing a Ultron-themed character. Ultron / sorcerer, necromancer of sorts. So, I'd be excited to try that out. I also know Matt's been wanting to get in and play. You might be also. Sorry, Matt White has been wanting to play. He's always down to be a player. He hasn't wanted a DM, but he's down to be a player to try out fun builds.
Alright, so we're going to activate Helga.
Okay.
She's going to feet.
Yep.
You mean like around this side?
Yeah, because you're a bike and there's rules about you not being able to
Yeah.
elevate
She's just going to feet. So she is going to
But can you physically
feet and she's going to charge the Void Archon.
Because this is only
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
She has a
Coming in hot.
6 more inches.
her feet. She gets to cast Engine of Destruction for free.
Oh god.
That's part of her feet.
Nice. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
do you have the ability to get the bike up there because
She speeds.
She's speed 7 base, up to 9 with Engine. So
That's the regular advance, and then technically if you charged, you're
so 9
Just to be sure it's not going to make a difference, I'll just go
gets me to there, plus 3.
because bikes are
Actually, could I have?
What's your melee? Because you don't have to go the full distance if you don't want to.
very hard to tell.
So yeah, 9. I basically had a 12-inch charge.
That is
So let's
Of
just
movement. 12 inches of movement, yes.
time for the shoots.
and I have Pathfinder.
So you can get to here.
What would get me within 2 inches of the Mana Core?
Of the Banshee,
Banshee.
it would not. So here, pick that up real quick so I can place it right down on where the 10 was. 'Cause this is your movement, so actually I think it would. It would get you within 2 inches, ending at the max distance of 12.
So we're gonna go here.
Yep.
I'm charging the Void Archon.
Correct.
I have Pathfinder because of cavalry.
Do you have parry? Because you would take a free strike from the Griffon.
Would I? Am I not still?
Or you? Oh no, you're good. All right, never mind. Sorry.
I thought I was still in the front.
Well, I guess I got 6 players. Well, now I'll run the campaign, but all scheduling inquiries would go through Courtney. That's fair.
Alright, so we're going to start with the charge attack is going to be the Spiked Bat.
Okay.
It's a melee range of 1.
Okay.
What does Engine of Destruction give me?
4 mat, 4 strength, or something. Obnoxious stats is what it does.
Plus 2 speed, plus 4 strength, plus 4 mat. So I'm an effective mat 11.
Needing 3s.
That's with a 9. Charging.
Pow, plus 4.
Oh shit, I need to do my mount attack. Yeah, we'll just do this one real quick.
Yeah.
Since I already rolled that.
So if you had impact attack, then yeah, but
Oh, okay, so isn't
if you charge, you can't make an attack with the mount.
Oh, okay. I'm still not sure how cavalry works.
It's all good. Like the mount is specifically during a charge, you can use it for impact attacks, but if you're just standing still, then you can kick with it as an extra melee.
Oh, okay. So in impact, you have to specifically contact them?
Yes, you have to
okay.
hit them, and then you make an impact attack against everybody within half an inch.
Okay, because I saw it was a half inch, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got range.
Correct.
So it's guys specifically contact.
Yes. On your way
okay.
to the charge target. Yep. So you could have technically contacted the big charge target, but you would have to end base to base with it.
Anyway, so it's a POW 18.
That's true. Power 18.
Dice plus 1, I believe.
Yes.
15 damage.
Yeah. I think Firefly would be pretty good.
Second initial, I'm going to use the bite chain, targeting the
Banshee.
Banshee.
Got it. Yeah, anything butts to hit.
5.
Yep. And it's a pretty big open space, so we have lots of space for stuff.
So it's a POW 15.
Dice off 4. Yeah, I'd have to coordinate it though too, because right now I'm doing every other week with my 2 campaigns.
1 to the 4. And I will.
But we could always do like a 3-thing schedule, so I do everything every 3 weeks or so. But
Pull
we'll
you
figure it out.
to there.
Okay.
Alright. Now buy an attack with the bat.
Okay.
Hits. And that's armor.
19.
Dice minus 1. Wait, not 3 dice. 8 to the 4.
Does your lady let you
Okay.
re-roll that or just combat? Huh? Does your lady let you re-roll that hit or just full combat?
Yeah, does it need for melee or for melee attack? So I need 4.
Well, that doesn't matter.
There's always roll 20 too, doing it virtually, but I don't know how people feel about that. I'm a fan, but I know it's not for everybody. There's just something special or different about doing it in person at a table. Rolling the actual dice, the click-clack rocks.
What's his melee range?
2 inches.
2 inches. I will buy 1 more attack.
Okay.
So charging is next.
Hits. Dice off 1.
Minus 1.
You have 5 guys versus your
3 to the 6.
5 guys have 15.
Okay.
Alright, and I will move, because I got a free move.
Do you have no free strikes or?
No, but I'm not moving on out of melee.
Got it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just making sure is what I always do.
I'm
And
gonna
yeah, I also have a 2 inch, so.
I want to go there. It's probably the best spot. Of course, now I'm realizing Scythe is
Roll
in the
20,
wrong
but never
place.
messed with it. But yes. Yes.
See, of course, now I'm realizing Scythe is in the wrong place.
Why?
Because the Roadhog is right there. And the Warhog is right there.
Oh, if it wants to charge in here, yeah. Scythe is now directly in the way of that. He can still come in though.
He could.
You're within the invasion range.
So, well, first things first. Let's see if Flugwug can save the day. Flugwug hero we deserve. So here's speed.
I'd play around with Roll20 a little
6.
bit. It's pretty straightforward. The biggest thing that I've had my players appreciate is the Character Mancer. I think that's what it's called. the sheet that walks you through your level ups and you're picking your class features and stuff like that, it does a lot of the work for you. There's no like micromanaging of having to look up all the stuff in the books. Like it walks you through and says, this is what you're getting. Do you want to roll or take average? Like it does everything for you, and it's really nice. Helps you pick what spells. It tells you what spells you have available, how many you get per level, stuff like that. It's awesome.
After a full advance.
Okay.
Boing.
And he has parry, or do you just avoided all the half?
I just
half
avoided because it's
Okay.
only half inch. So.
Cool.
Alright, so he is going to attack Eiryss.
That's right. Okay.
He is a mat 7, hitting you in the back, effective mat 9. What's your defense?
16.
So I need an 7 to hit.
Yes. Because you're on that. Yep.
And of course I miss with a 5.
Okay. And he's got a 1
So I
inch.
get to make 2 attacks.
That's right. So you said you need an 8 or 7.
I hit with a 7.
Okay.
7 hits.
Because you had a 4. Wait, because you said you're a 9?
Well, I'm an effective 9 because I'm hitting you in the back.
Yes. And a 7 hits a 16. Yep, you're right.
So I get a loot token for hitting you.
Yep.
For a mug. And so now for damage. What's her armor?
12.
12. This is a power strength 10.
Okay.
And
That's
I will
off
use
2.
the loot token to boost damage.
Okay.
So minus
That's off
2.
2.
6, 8 damage. Flugwug, hero we deserve.
Let's see. They've got command 8. I don't know if I had somebody who was the leader, but we'll say that he was probably.
I actually rolled a 7. Since he charged, I get a D3.
He looks like he should be it, and that should keep him all.
And I have reposition 5.
Yeah,
So
that'll
he's
keep
just
him all.
going to there.
Clutch ass frog, right?
Flugwug is the best.
So remember when your what you call it, witches killed a trident on an ambush? I got a meat thresher with infiltrators. Wasn't really fun for Matt, but it happened.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh well. He can do it himself.
I said Slapland, right? That's a baby Slapland right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a baby Slapland.
So that's all the charges.
Battle Boar is going to walk up to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to give. Oh yeah, these go with you. He's going to give
So
Primal
I guess now
to the Roadhog.
Okay.
combat. I'm gonna
I have fond memories of 3 witches killing a trident. Yeah, you can fuck off with that. To be fair, he's killed 2 Mage Hunter Assassins, Narn,
Yeah.
5 Mage Hunter Strike Force, and Eiryss, and a Void Archon. I've gotten a Battle Engine and 5 Nis Hunters. And he's still going, so it's not looking great, but we'll see what happens.
plus 9 because I didn't add the 1
So I have a 10-inch charge.
I did get to do a little bit of Pac-Man with one of the Mage Hunters, so that was fun.
Plenty of room.
Bacon doing work. True.
Alright, so I'm going to charge the Grip Manticore. Banshee.
Yes. Yes.
With the Roadhog.
Yes, sir.
Got a 1 inch.
As long as you don't throw the pack away, okay.
You're within, for sure.
Actually,
They all hit.
because I can, I'm doing my assault spray.
It is
Oh, okay.
strength 6.
Trying to hit caster with it?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
So, first hit. Oh, right. This goes with you.
And you are cavalry,
This
right?
goes with you. He is cavalry.
So, yeah, you get boosted attack rolls.
Is it all attack rolls or is it melee?
It's the charge attack roll specifically.
Yeah, okay, so it's not going to affect this.
Not the assault.
Right.
now.
So, defense 12. Alright, I'm a 5, so I need a 7. Miss with a 4. What's his face?
It is a gunshot, right?
Yes.
Defense 17.
Ugh. Nothing.
Okay.
I missed him.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, not melee attacks, right?
Correct.
So, charge attack. I'm a mat 6.
12. Boosted 6.
That might be more than a mat 6. What does Primal do again? Plus your strength and mat. So I'm at mat 8.
So, needed a boosted 4. Got it.
Hits with a 10.
PAL.
And so it is a not the Warhog, the
You said
Roadhog.
primal with strength and max.
Yes.
So.
So it's a PAL 17.
Okay, so dice off 2.
Dice minus 2. Oof. 6, 12, 17. 15 to the 6.
Woo! 3 boxes left.
Ouch.
Damn.
Okay.
That hurt.
Buy an attack. Where's my. There it is. Buy another attack. I said I'm an 8, so it's with a 10.
Dice off 2? Or is it? It's the same melee, right?
Yeah, it's PAL 17, so dice minus 2. So it's 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 damage to the 6.
Got it.
And
Dead Banshee.
yeah.
And Griffin's on 1.
And I get to make a full advance.
Okay.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I can make a full advance. So that's 7. Yeah, he's speed 5. 7 because of battle boost.
Yeah, because 7 is just whenever it advances, period, not...
Yeah, because he's got 7 because of battle boost. He's speed 5 up to 2.
Well, because the battle horse says plus 2 inches when they advance during the activation. So that's why I just want to make sure it's...
When advancing is part of their normal movement.
Okay, so no, you wouldn't get the 2
I was
inches.
about to say, he's like, maybe
That's
not.
where the... Yeah. If it had just said when you advance, then yeah, sure. But since it says during your normal movement, not so much. But
Yeah.
if it did do full bore, it would still get that plus 2 speed.
Right, but I didn't do that.
So,
But I think you can do that at any time, but I don't think it's worth it.
for the extra 2, yeah.
Because basically, that would have been what I was going to do. Is get up there and really threaten that guy. Make you have to deal with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would that be the right call?
If you could have gotten there, sure. Where he's standing right now, you are giving me a charge vector onto your caster.
Yeah,
My caster.
So that means he's going to go to here and threaten this guy.
Yep.
So that if he moves, he gets hurt.
I'll tell you a situation, I'll take Mortarion every time.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. So that if you move him and take the free strike and let him die, you have to take a free strike to get to. Correct. Get to Helga. Okay.
That's why we're here to decide. You guys want magic? Like, what do you guys do?
Okay. Well, now it's my turn to do something dumb.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Warhog.
All right, because you're about to go Pac-Man.
Yeah, because he's got overtime. But overtake's harder when you've only got. Well, I don't know what's his name.
When he probably has a 2 inch.
He has 1 inches.
But you don't get the free attacks, so you still have to buy them, but you still get the overtake, right?
Correct. Okay, so we're just going to walk.
Right? We're gonna be fighting like a squad of ancient dragons.
To about there, because that's far enough
Yep.
to get to both of them, and I don't think you've been far enough to get to that guy. So we're going to start with you.
Yep.
And I still have rapport on him, so he is
Matt 8, you said? Oh, no.
plus
Engine
4.
of
It's Matt, he's
Destruction.
Matt 11.
Yeah, alright.
That's what engine of destruction's for.
That's true.
So he's a Matt 11. Your defense is
14.
14. So starting with you, need a 13. Oh, I need a 3, excuse me. Hits with a 4. He is a PAL 16.
Gone. Overtake.
I might not be able to get more than as many of them as I hoped.
My turn? Let's return it right back to him. Wait, can I do I? Well, since I'm on both
One gets
sides,
me there. Attacking this guy. Hits. It's going to kill with my. That was with the cleaver.
Unit coherency. You're engaged with both units.
yeah, so I can't
Kills.
bring them all to be able to attack.
Yeah, you can't because
Overtake 1. This is where I might not be able to go far enough.
Is it a 1 inch or a 2 inch on
He's
you?
got 1.
Are you within 2
Let's
inches
just
right
even
now?
say, yeah.
Nope.
Nope. That was like the closest I could get to. They
Yeah.
were just a hair
Oof.
too far.
Definitely calculated that. Yeah, sure. I placed them specifically that far apart for a reason.
Because I'm just going to shift him up that direction then. The Soul Slave.
I don't know why I put them on the other side of the cloud of fire, like that's gonna help.
It's gonna go up here, get in the zone, touch the zone, and touch the flag. You should be touching the flag as well. I specifically
That was
put you
the
there.
intention. I guess that would be the reason for putting him up closer, is that you would have contested for a point, but do you think it's going scenario, or do you think it's going assassination?
This is going assassination. You've killed way too much. I've either got to kill you or you're gonna kill me.
I've killed way too much. You've damn near crippled my army.
I don't know about all that. Okay, so gonna do the Valkyries. They're gonna.
Are people in the way?
Yeah, because he's only 1 inch, so I couldn't get him as far as I wanted.
Yeah.
Gonna run charge.
Yep.
They are speed 5.
Advance
Five,
8,
so
and they've got 2 inches probably.
Yeah. Charging you. Charging you.
Do they get overtake or no?
It's a theme benefit.
Okay. So maybe it's just War Beasts.
War Beasts.
Okay.
So running.
Yep.
Alright. So
Bonk.
attacking you
Yep. 14.
with gang. I think you'd be. Yeah, you're still in. So gang puts you up at an 8. So I need a 6 to hit with.
Sounds good.
We'll do you first.
Yep.
So 6 to hit. Misses with a 5.
Okay.
Use my gun. Wait, no, that's a point, half inch. Never mind. Shooting you, swinging on you.
Yep.
Actually, no, shooting you,
Okay.
because you're within a half an inch.
Okay.
18 minus 3 for 2 damage.
8, and it's point blank, so I think it says you use your melee for that. Make melee attacks with the ranged weapon, so it's a half
Got it.
inch.
Yep.
So an 8 will hit. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm
Correct.
well, 6 to 14, yeah, so you got 8. So I shot him. The cannon, it's a POW 12.
Armor 11. Can't not kill.
And I will take my charge attack against that one, I guess.
The back one. Okay.
Yeah, like which I'll just redirect so I don't get the bonus.
Yep. But still needing an 8 to hit.
Still needing an 8. Misses with a 7.
Got it.
That's okay though, they're engaged. And I
sir.
did. It's a friendly faction mouse. Oh, that should have would have changed things. Oh well, too late now. And
Do they? I need to remember that. Do they remove from play, or do you deny tough at all?
I do not.
That was 4 tough rolls I needed to make. 5 tough rolls technically. Damn it. Because since I just provided Eiryss, she just gives them tough. While she's in formation, she gives them mark target, but she just gave them all tough, period. So
Alright, so you gotta activate the Void Archon. Void Archon's gonna punch this guy.
yes.
Void Archon is a mat 7.
Needing a
7.
7, yep.
Misses. Swinging again.
Hits.
Style whatever to kill.
Got him. And you get the soul because I can't, but I stop you from getting my soul, so you get nothing.
To go over here.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna do a spray.
On those 3 guys. Looks good.
So didn't get the soul, doesn't matter. Defense 14, I need an 8.
Yep.
Misses. Second guy.
Needing an 8.
Misses. Third guy. Misses. Okay, that sucked. Well, I can't complain too much. I did a lot of damage on that Banshee.
It's true. Murdered that thing.
Like we've had 2 6s, 2 5s,
I think one of you said 15 damage on one of those rolls. That was
or something like that. I don't know exactly. No, it was a lot. Okay, so we're going to activate the. You're not going to do anything there. Well, gotta try, I guess. So he's going to activate. He's going to start attacking.
I was gonna say, don't leave the zone because then I just score it for free. So.
No, but I'm saying he's not going to do anything because I can't even force.
Oh, right. Defense 16 over the wall.
I can't hit him.
Why not?
Mine's up.
Oh, and
And
because
I
you're
can't
rolling.
force.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I can't even force.
And it's not because you're only rolling 1 die. It's not like a guaranteed 6 is an auto hit, like rolling 2 d6s, right?
All right.
1 is still an auto miss, but 1 6 is not an auto hit.
Oh, that sucks. Well, he's just gonna stay there, I guess, because I can't really do anything. I guess just shuffle to be in melee with the other one as well. Just
stand within one. Okay. I'm gonna try and punch that guy.
sure, why not?
14.
14. I can't hit him either. I'm at 6.
Jesus. All right.
He's like you're. I wouldn't be able to hit 12.
Oh man.
He's like,
You could, just very unlikely.
God, I wish I still had that meat thresher.
It's fair.
That would have been so cool, been able to do something.
Mm-hmm.
This would have been the perfect turn for that.
Yep. That was an all or nothing. It's either they deploy over here and stay safe from the meat thresher, or they go over there and maybe kill it or die to it.
What's your speed? Speed 5.
It's the Necron dice. Use some heavier dice.
Oh boy. We'll see what happens here. This is gonna get exciting.
That's not gonna do anything.
Listen, there are.
I'm not sure what you're doing in here. Because no, really, it's like giving Ghostly could be helpful, but you're so far on me that that's not helping. Anything.
Giving Ghostly to him would have allowed him to not take a free strike, but you still wanted to be in the zone. I like these models, but the bits are the small bits are awful.
Yeah.
Oh, for the Marvel? Is that what you're talking about?
What are you, speed 10?
This is strength 7. So I'm hitting 3s or 2s? Yeah, 4?
Nope.
Okay, so
Not far enough.
I have metal.
Because I could give him, I was like, I could give him Ghostly and run up and contest the flag. But not with 10 inches. He's not close enough to get to 4. And I should have moved him further because of Helga's feet. I got a full advance and I didn't do it. So he would have been further out of the way of them.
So they could have killed a couple more.
Well, maybe not because they were so pretty far away. But he would have also been in the zone.
Red Skull's arm holding the cubest 3 pieces. My god, that's obnoxious.
Well, he's still just going to run
Okay.
to there.
Alrighty.
And that's going to be my turn.
Alright, so we both go up to 1. And that's about it. You guys
Yeah, we each get a flag and we're both contesting his own.
Alright. This is all or nothing. Technically, it's hard stop here in a minute, but we're going to see if I can kill you.
Yeah, I took really long on that turn. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It happens. This is probably the first time you've been playing the list.
This is my first time playing this list. Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so he's got 3 Fury. He's not full, correct?
He is full.
He is full. He's only
Wait, no,
Fury
he's
3?
Fury 4.
Okay, that's okay.
Ah, shit, I could have bought another attack. Oh, well.
Could have killed the Griffon.
Could have killed the Griffon.
So,
But that's fine. He's not full now.
I upkeep that for free. I'm up to full. I'm not going to do anything else during maintenance, I don't think. This gives me steady or something. There's no reason to do it. So, let's see what else we can do here. Your caster is engaged, so I can't do CRAs into you. However, the Griffon is doing nothing for me other than just being in the way.
Yeah, because that's the reason I felt safe leaving him there, because he's only got a 1 box in his Cortex.
Now, question is,
He's not going to do much.
can I walk him away? He does have a Cortex, so he does get a focus, so he can spend to run, but he does lose his Pathfinder.
True.
I think it specifically says, yeah, he loses Pathfinder and Fleet when the generator is crippled. So, if I spend that and I run 6 inches, 2, 4, 6, that would get me out. So, would you like to take a free strike with me running
Yes.
out here? Alright, with Helga, presumably.
How long does engine last?
Shout out to that computer store for letting us use this space. Thanks.
That's 1 turn. Boo.
Oh,
That's how you
Destruction?
Yeah, engine only lasts for 1 turn.
darn.
Well, I'll still do it.
I'm a 13.
So it's a match 7, so I need a 6.
Technically, yeah.
Hits with a 6.
And it's... And
I'm using my bat.
yeah, that's fine. 16.
So it's a power strength 14, so dice minus 2.
Got him.
5 damage. Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So, first we're going to lead with some CRAs into Helga.
I was like, well, if you're going to move out, I'm going to take the shot.
Yeah, may as well.
I know why you're moving out, so I'm just like, well, go ahead and just kill him anyway.
Correct. So, you're engaging this one, or no, you're just out of an inch there. Was that the intention?
I'm not,
or you're meeting to be within an inch?
could he have been...
He already spent his both melees, but you probably could have landed in.
Could I spray while I'm in
You
there?
have dual attack. So
Oh,
yes,
shit,
you
then
could've.
yeah.
Okay, so he is in melee, so he can't. So I've got 3 dudes
I was thinking
here,
I couldn't, and I didn't.
but I need them to be able to see her. We can see you over your guys. Oh, I can also just mini feet for the line of sight, because these guys didn't do that last time. So they will do that. Ooh, that's going to be really clutch. So the UA is going to stand and aim for the +2. These other 2 are going to pivot to be within 12 inches and be able to see you over, and with the mini feet they can see all that stuff. It's going to be off of the UA, because if the UA hits you, and you don't have a shield guard within range of her, correct?
I wish I did.
Cool. The UA now has Dispel on the gun. Just when it hits you, I Dispel your upkeeps.
Is it upkeeps on her or upkeeps she has out?
When this upkeep spells and animate on that model / unit, so Battle Host, I think gives you armor, right? Or is it just speed? I thought it was armor, but maybe not.
You get +2 armor while 1 or more war beasts in your battle group are within 3 inches.
So
yes.
yeah, she would have armor technically right now.
I was thinking of the speed part, but yeah, she does get +2
Yeah.
armor.
So Dispel will get rid of that on hit.
Is it on hit? That sucks.
I'm at 7. I aimed up to a 9. CRA with 2 other dudes goes up to an 11. No, wait, +3, right? Because it's plus per model in it.
How many people are doing it?
3. So
So
it's
it's
+3. So 7 aimed up to a 9 +3 is at 12.
Alright.
So defense what on her?
Don't roll snake eyes.
Neat. Alright, Dispelled. So she loses Battle Host.
That sucks, because that was what was going to keep her alive.
Potentially, yeah.
There is so much dispel in Ret. It is stupid.
There's not, though.
There's a lot.
There's their gun that they just got added. There's Ossian has it on his melee, and I think Chimera has it like on her gun for a crit. That's it. Like we have like 3 or 4 accesses to it, and that's it. And one of them's on a caster melee, so it's like, sure, he technically has it. Now we have like unbinding and stuff to get rid of it on our own, but we don't have ways to get it off of you guys that much. But that's where we just have blessed in magic, so we don't care. PAL 10 up to 13. And you're not a warjack, so what's your armor?
17.
So dice off 4. 1 damage. And if you decided to transfer that for some reason, it would have been to the 5.
I should have kept the Valkyries up there.
Alright.
I thought I needed to kill more of those guys, but I didn't.
They're not doing too much right now. I mean, technically I could charge one in here, which I might actually do after these guns go first. Alright, I don't need aims as much since I'm going to be doing a bunch of CRAs. You are armor 17, you said? Dice off 7 on the guns. And your defense 14? I'm not that high defense, so I'm probably going to do some 2-mans just to make sure. So just to make sure that we don't get in the way of charges, we are going to all walk to be within 12. They are speed 6, so they can get within, they're all within 18. So walking, walking, walking. These both are within it, and you don't have 3 inches of forest here, so they can just see you there. But even if we wanted to, we can pivot. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2-man. So, starting with the UA, just because that'll be easiest, I'm a 7 up to a 9, needing a 5. Hits with a 7, PAL 12.
That's -5.
Says 6.
Why'd you roll 3 dice?
It's column, in case you decided to transfer it. So, dice off 5 says you're taking 6.
I'll send 6 to
Elven bullshit incoming. Yeah, that's fair. If I drop one more bit on this fucking carpet. Oh god. I've done that way too many times. It's maddening. So you transferred it to the guy behind you?
to the battle board.
Okay. And that was from the UA, so now we're done with that. The rest of them, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So, a 5 plus a 6 plus a 2. It's a 13, not a 14.
Defense is 14.
Yep. So, Third of 5 hits with a 7. Pow 12. Dice off 5. Says 4 to the 3. I missed one. I hit 2, so that was 3 of my 5. I have 2 more. Hits with a 10. Dice off 5. It's worse on the hardwood, but at least they're easy to see. 4 plus 12 hits a 16, so bounces. Last one. 8 hits. Dice off 5. 2. Alright, now Thyron gets to come in. I can't see your caster, so I can't charge her. However, I think I can see this one.
Okay.
So I can charge that guy.
And does he have Pathfinder?
No. So we're going to see how far he gets. I'm a speed 6.
I was going to say, what's the speed?
Up to a 9. So speed 6. So if I advance 4 inches to here, out of 9, I have 2.5 left through the rough terrain.
So it took you 4, so that's 5, so you have 2.5.
2.5, I think, might get me within 2 inches.
I believe it would.
There we go. And it'll get me within 2 inches of my charge target. Otherwise, I could have technically cast...
So it'll get you to there.
Yep. Yep.
I was not as far forward as I should have been with that guy.
He also has sidestep, so I could have, like, pivoted a weird way. Him going there is also good, because if you had managed to block more here and I didn't get the Griffon out, like if you had boxed in the Griffon, Thyron would have had to charge, like, over here after this guy. I also wanted the Archon to come into lower armor a little bit, too, but we've done it now, so we're here. I could have cast Onslaught if I needed to for the Pathfinder. Didn't, so that's fortunate. And he has, like I said, sidestep, so, okay. Oh, Field Marshal has sidestep, but nobody's done melee attacks, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So, charge target. I am a mat 9 with Storm Rager, so what's their defense?
Defense is 14.
Mat 9 says needing a 5. Hits with a 6. POW 13, POW 15 Weapon Master on a charge.
Dead, and
And you blow up,
he blows up.
hitting you and Helga, and technically the objective.
So that's a POW 14, so dice minus 3 on Helga.
Oh, dice minus 3, and it doesn't hit me. Okay. Dice minus 3 on Helga. Says 7.
Jesus Christ. Alright. So I guess I've got to transfer that, because I can't take that
Oh,
damage.
because it would kill you?
So,
Because if it doesn't kill you, I
to the
mean,
3.
the hits coming in might be worse because I'm dice off 2. Well, no, I'm not going to be doing 7 damage, likely. So.
And so that blows up this guy.
I don't think she was in range of that one. No, but it might just chain reaction.
Which will blow up this one. Which
Well,
will.
no. Do they blow up if they were removed from play? Oh, wait. Hang on. No, because it doesn't remove from play the people in the AoE, right?
Yeah, they just take a POW 14.
Okay, so it probably could.
So it's kind of like, was he hit by that POW 14?
He'd be hit by the last one, yeah.
But was he hit by that first one?
First one?
The second
The
one.
second one. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So he's basically going to take 2 because he's going to kill both
Yeah,
of these
dice
guys.
off 2. Go for it.
So,
Roll boxcars, and deal 20 damage to me right now.
so yeah, what was it? POW 14 we said?
Yeah,
And,
dice off 2.
and he has armor 16?
Yep.
Alright.
I mean,
so,
I think I could shave this anyhow, but
so dice minus 2.
So if he wasn't so
3 damage.
sure.
Second one, minus 2. 9 damage.
9. Okay, sure. We're already at the Hail Mary point anyway, so. Alright. I'm here now. You would agree that this guy's in my front arc, right?
I would, yeah.
Okay, because I have Flashing Blade, that's why I asked. So instead of buying attacks, I'm just going to cast Flashing Blade. So, I make a melee against all of you. Actually, I don't think this guy is within. No, he's not. Okay. I'm a mat 9, so defense on Helga is a 14.
Yes.
Needing a 5. Hits. POW 15 Weapon Master.
Jesus.
or is it till my next command?
Minus 2.
Says 8.
Alright, how much on the Road Dog?
Jesus. I have to hit him. 9, needing a 3. Hits with a 6. Pal 15, so dice off 3, you said?
Yeah.
4 to the 4.
Where was that roll a second ago?
Right. Now, when I kill him, do you get the fury back immediately?
I would, but I'm not going to survive another hit.
Got it. So, Flashing Blade is a bad idea, because if I had just killed him,
I was hoping you were going to roll really high on him and
Yeah.
low on her.
Because then I would have given you more fury to...
Because you
Potentially
didn't.
sack onto
Because
him.
you did all but one of her last health.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Alright, good to know. Don't Flashing Blade when there's a beast that could die and give you transfers. So that was the first Flashing Blade. I will just buy an attack against her then. So 9, needing a 5. Hits. Weapon Master. Dice off 2. Can't kill. Can't not kill.
Yep.
We're good.
Again. Whew. Well, that sucked.
I think that was a fairly good game. Like, from my standpoint, if I don't kill you here, like, first off, I'm probably scared of your caster if I'm not able to go in and kill her myself. This thing hopefully dies. Maybe my caster could come kill this thing, but then I'm staring your caster in the face with Engine of Destruction. That's not what I want. Scenario is dead for both of us. I mean, these guys could have maybe tried to remove, like, these guys off the flag, but then I'm not scoring it myself. This unit is practically dead anyway, so they're not doing much. I'm just
Well, they
delaying.
did what they needed to do.
Yeah.
They killed my meat thresher. They kept it from actually doing anything.
Yes, they definitely traded the way they needed to.
I was like, no, they're not going to kill the meat thresher if they ambush in on this side. It's armor 19. There's no way they could hit that hard. Apparently not.
They are my armor cracking in this list, because if I do put Fury on them, then they're PAL 17 on that combo strike. But again, being an ambushing unit, it's hard to get that off. Which is where there's that debate to deploy them instead, because then Fury is easy. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to pack up and continue talking as we get ready here, but appreciate it. Thanks again, Computer Store, that Computer Store in Harbison, South Carolina, for letting us use their space. Next stream, we're looking at Friday. I believe I'm doing some more Satisfactory, doing some more automation, factory stuff, fun programmer things. And then Saturday's StarCraft fun. So, catch y'all later. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks again to that Computer Store in Harbison, the Harbison Mall area of Columbia, Irmo, South Carolina, for allowing us to use their space and setup. That was really cool of them. Please go check out the owners in their respective channels. The information should be down in the description below. Feel free to subscribe for more stream content, battle reports included in that, as we plan to continue recording more of those in the future. Feel free to watch some of these games live over on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/thesiege. Thanks again, and we'll hope to see you next time.